Good morning. Just a quick announcement. We understand that one of the association flags has come up missing. Please return that flag. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get this third session started. I didn't see that on the prompter, Scott, just so you know. Good morning, Moose Nation. I'm told that we have another important message from Hans and Franz. So let's look to the screens and roll the video.
Good morning and welcome once again to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for the Serious Moose member.
All right, welcome. We're back.
Once again, I'm Hans.
Yeah, and I am Franz. And we are here to pump the moose up. You know, let me tell you something. Many of you out there are wondering where we have been.
Yeah, that's right. Especially since this is the first time many of you have ever seen us. Do not be alarmed by our stunning musculature.
Yeah, we know you cannot possibly comprehend the strength and power we have bottled up inside of us.
Yeah, that's right. We know you're traumatized right now by the sight of us. But believe me, our muscles do not bite.
That's right. We put our weight belt on the same way you do every morning.
Okay, Franz. Okay, our members aren't impressed. So let's tell them what we have been doing besides breaking apart the old New York exercise building with our bare hands.
Yeah, right. We have been busy raising funds for the Moose Haven's AAA project.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe you have heard of Moose Haven and the executive director of strength and training, Helen Taylor.
And Moose Charities executive director of fundraising, bench press Pam Aldermanson.
Yeah, we know the Moose is building a new activity center for our senior members at Moose Haven. We cannot wait to work out in the new gym and then swim in the pool.
Oh yeah, we can eat lots of high-protein burgers and hot dogs in the new Riverside Pavilion too.
That's right. Hear me now and believe me later. This is going to be a great for our Moose Haven residents.
Yeah, we also have to celebrate 3 straight years of membership increases. Like our muscles, the Moose is growing stronger every day, Hans.
So, to make it one more for 4, I think we should start a steady diet of our new non-FDA approved fraternal growth hormone.
Yeah, we have our standard bottle of fraternal growth hormone straight from Austria. For a low price of $19.99 plus $149 for express shipping, you get a 4 weeks worth of ultimate membership growth.
One of these experimental pills like every 6 hours will help your lodge.
Pump membership up. Okay, did you know 33 associations had to gain an active membership this past year?
Yeah, I heard Florida led the way once again.
We haven't flexed in a while. Would all the power-packed moose from Florida stand up and help Hans and I flex it out? Here we go. Flex it. Come on, Florida. Let's see. You want to be a leader? You want to be a champion?
Very good. I think Florida could come on tour with Hans and Franz.
You know someone else who did some intense membership growth last year too? From the home of the college football national champions. Let's make some noise in Michigan.
Yeah, way to go, Michigan, and incoming chairman, Mr. Roberto.
And we have another Maximum Growth Association in the house this morning. They also had some radical giving to Moose Charities at nearly $4 million last year. OH. Wow,
hey, our chairman of Ab Crunches, Mr. Johnny Ripped Sipes is from Ohio. Can we give him a fraternal growth hormone pill to get him through the session?
Good idea, Hans. If you've got one on you, let's toss it down to Mr. Siponator. Oh, that's a big bill.
Nice catch, Mr. Siponator.
Yeah, I wonder if his voice is as good as his hands. Maybe he could sing the Michigan fight song for us.
Focus, Franz, focus. There is only one thing that the Moose wants to hear from us right now.
Live from New Orleans, it's the Moose, Session 3.
I think they're trying to tell me something with growth hormone pill. Before we get into the heart of our program this morning, on behalf of the Moose International Board of Directors and our entire fraternity, I would like to congratulate all of the new pilgrims who were honored with the degree of merit on June 1st in the House of God at Moose Heart. Congratulations, brothers. I would also like to congratulate our newest fellows who received the degree of honor yesterday morning. Congratulations, fellows. We also have some new Women of the Moose Star degree holders who received their honors on Wednesday, and a new class of outstanding collegians who had their degree conferred yesterday. We have a full agenda to cover. So, to begin, I call to the podium our chairman of the Moose Charities Board of Directors, past International Moose Legion President, past Supreme Governor / past chairman of the Moose International Board of Directors, my dear friend, Bruce J. Berger of Sellersville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, it is working. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Come on, bullshit. I know it was a late night, but good morning, my brothers and sisters. That's what we're talking about. One thing I want to start up, CEO, sorry, I'm off script already, but it's okay. For some reason, he called out all these different associations, and he probably forgot one of the most important associations within our fraternity, and I'm going to give a shout out to my own. Anybody? Pennsylvania Moose Association. Where are you? Woohoo! Thank you very much. Welcome to the Big Easy. I'm hoping everyone is having a great time here in New Orleans for our 136th International Convention. We are enjoying each other's friendship and joining together to show everyone how much of a positive difference we make in the lives of others. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Chief Executive Officer, Scott D. Hart Jr., our Chairman of the Board, John R. Sipes, and the entire Moose International Board of Directors for their support. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Hart. As you all know by now, I hope, our latest fundraising campaign is the AAA project, always active at Moose Haven. As a reminder, this $10 million project consists of two incredible structures to be added to our beautiful Moose Haven campus. First up is a pavilion, which will include a tiki bar. Woohoo! The excitement is already building on campus. Then we have a sports and recreational complex with all the modern amenities. The center will house an indoor therapeutic pool and an outdoor patio with fire pit, a multi-purpose room for group exercises, and a gym filled with fitness equipment designed for seniors, and a bowling alley. We are thankful for the tremendous support this project has received. A ceremonial groundbreaking took place on Tuesday, March 5th. That event has surely created even more excitement and anticipation on campus. The Moose fraternity, with full support of our members, love to give for the benefit of our children and our seniors. We sincerely thank each and every one of you for the generosity of your gifts of both your time and your money. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Moose Charities Board of Directors. The board serves to promote the causes of childhood and our aged through the planning and promotion of fundraising projects and recognition programs. I was out too late last night. They make sure that all your contributions are posted to the funds you have specified, whether it be for Mooseheart, Moose Haven AAA project, Endowment Fund, M&M Club, Donor Circle, or just to donate to continue your support for your children at Mooseheart and seniors at Moose Haven. Please hold your applause until all of our current board members have been introduced. I'd like to begin with Don Ridenauer, Salem, Virginia, Lodge 2573. Leah Richardson, Moscato, Illinois 815. Joy Bliss, Albert Lee, Minnesota, Lodge 1703. Mike Shane, Hobart, Indiana, Lodge 783. Dan Prouty, Newark, Ohio, Lodge 499. And our newest member, Patty Cavanaugh, East Mesa, Arizona, Lodge 2082. They continually to provide great ideas, enthusiasm, and share the mission of Moose Charities everywhere they go. Please join me in the applause and showing our fraternal appreciation to these members who will be bringing new opportunities and ideas to our Moose Charities Board of Directors. Thank you very much. Good job, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great job. Thank you. Welcome. All right. I thank each of you for your service to our fraternity. We also wish to express our appreciation to William Cutter from Thompsonville, Connecticut, Lodge number 1525, for all his efforts while serving on the Moose Charities Board of Directors. We are truly fortunate to have the support of our staff at Moose International and Moose Charities. The Moose Charities staff consists of Emily Leary, Development and Database Manager, Olivia Riviera, Coordinator of Development and Marketing, Giselle Leray, Development Assistant, and last but not least, Gail Clark, our Major Gifts Officer. Let's give them a nice round of applause. I extend a hearty thank you to each of these dedicated ladies as they continue to support you, the membership of this great fraternity, and to make things happen for our children and seniors. Completing the Moose Charity staff is a fine young lady who I'll now introduce to you for her report to the convention floor. Pam Admonson is the Executive Director of Moose Charities. Her career began in 2008 and continues to support the mission of the Moose Fraternity. A life member of Batavia Lodge number 682 and Batavia Chapter 722. Pam believes in giving her time and talents to help those in need. Throughout her life, she has held various volunteer and leadership positions on community and school committees, as well as being the founder of a family foundation. She is recognized for leading the growth of the successful donor program, launching a new database and marketing system, and identifying new fundraising opportunities within the community. When she's not spending her time supporting Mooseheart and Moose Haven and Moose Charities, Pam enjoys the outdoors with her fiancé, Kevin. Motorcycles, reading, gardening, and sitting around the campfire are her hobbies. A majority of her time is spent with family and friends, including their 10 grandchildren. Pam believes that having grandkids is a blessing. Helping to shape their lives is an honor. She quotes, "If our children are a blessing, then our children's children must be a gift from God." Please join me in giving a warm fraternal welcome to our Executive Director of Moose Charities, Pam Admonson.
As long as I can see, good. Okay, we're good. Good morning. Okay, so during this convention, you have heard from Gary Erweiler, who reported on the highlights at Mooseheart, and Helen Taylor, who had some excellent news from Moose Haven. Now I share some outstanding results from your donations, supporting both the children at Mooseheart and our seniors at Moose Haven throughout this past Moose year. But first, I must share a story about an individual donation that warmed my heart on a cold, foggy day in late September. Now, I received an email from Mo Khan, Regional Manager of California Nevada Moose Association, about a donation. This donation that soon traveled the country. You see, last year at the International Convention in Reno, many of us left a few dollars in Reno, right? Well, Penny Moots-Humans from Texas realized several months later that she left Reno with a gaming ticket uncashed. This is where the donation adventure begins. I can tell you that not everyone would act on this gaming ticket to turn it into a donation. However, Penny contacted Jimmy Woods, our regional manager from Texas Moose Association. Now, once Jimmy became involved, he sent the gaming ticket to Mo in Nevada. Mo cashed the $39.85 gaming ticket in Reno. Then Mo contacted me to arrange to make that donation to Moose Charities for Penny. The traveling donation began in Texas, was off to Reno, then to Moose Charities, where it now went to Mooseheart. Now, this $39.85 is important. The effort to get that donation to Moose Charities shows that Moose members, in true Moose fashion, go above and beyond to provide for the children at Mooseheart and, of course, the seniors at Moose Haven. Thank you, Penny and Jimmy and Mo, for going the extra mile to see that donation got to Moose Charities. Now, we have the best members in the world, and it is my pleasure to share the Moose Charities report. This report contains Penny's $39.85. Every donation, regardless of the amount, large or small, because it is the combined efforts of every one of your donations to Moose Charities that provides the financial stability for the children at Mooseheart and the seniors at Moose Haven. And I believe that all of you should be very proud. As members of this great fraternity during the 2023-2024 fiscal year, your donations totaling $17,833,827.49 was raised by you to support Mooseheart and Moose Haven. Now, over $5 million was donated to the endowment fund through endowment collections, the Cradle and Rocker fundraisers, and the Donor Circle combined. By supporting the endowment fund, the Moose membership provides for the security of a solid and stable financial future for both Mooseheart and Moose Haven. This is precisely why we say our children and our seniors. See, lodges and chapters continue to hold endowment collections throughout the year, and with the Rocker and Cradle fundraisers, twice per year, in October and February, Moose Charities sends out materials for this fundraiser that recognizes individual members for donating to the endowment while at the lodge. The Rocker and Cradle fundraisers are a great way to involve your social members in giving to the endowment and educate them about the missions of the Moose fraternity. The total raised, was $371,180.69 this past year. Iona, Michigan Lodge number 998 was creative. You collected more endowment donations, whether you created a competition in the lodge or a fun activity. Your communities all across the country benefit from your fundraising efforts. Our communities, both Moose Heart and Moose Haven, rely on you. The Women of the Moose chapters have been raising money for special projects at Moose Heart and Moose Haven monthly for years. These projects have led to significant improvements in the lives of our children and seniors, providing them with a better education, health care, and living conditions. Sending in their 114s support these reports, the projects, is meaningful to the daily operations and activities. The Moose Legion is currently in the middle of a 3-year fundraising campaign to remodel the Moose Museum at Moose Heart. And the Moose Legion President's Project to purchase machinery needed at Moose Haven is complete. As you know, we began raising funds for the AAA project, always active at Moose Haven, a little over 2 years ago, and recently broke ground in March of 2024. Our seniors at Moose Haven will enjoy every aspect of this project for many years. And it is a reality because of you. Now, many Moose associations have generously set goals to raise the funds necessary to make this project a reality. Many have exceeded these goals to fund this AAA project. We want to thank you. Thank you, lodges. Thank you, chapters. Thank you, Moose Legions. And thank you for every member who gives so generously. As of April 30th, 2024, the total amount raised for the AAA project was $8,157,571.76. Yes, we embrace our communities. Now, each year, in both the fall and the spring, Moose Charities has the pleasure of hosting a sweepstakes fundraiser, where sweepstakes letters, which include 12 tickets, are mailed out to members. And we ask that you donate $25. The Moose Charities sweepstakes is exciting for the winners. Last year, we raised $831,067.72. So that is exciting. So please watch our emails, our posts on Facebook page, and the list on the website to find out about those winners, because our recent drawing just happened on July 17th. Now, individual members give generously to support Moose Heart and Moose Haven. Some start by making their first donation at a Moose Association mid-year or annual convention. Many of you in this room lead by example. Not only do you volunteer your time to donate at your lodge and chapter events, but you go above and beyond as donors by taking a few extra steps to benefit Moose Heart and Moose Haven. Every donation matters, and so do you. We have recognition programs in place for members like you because we value your contributions. After you donate, we ensure that every donation is placed in the fund that you designated to benefit Moose Heart, Moose Haven, or the endowment fund. Moose Charities processes your donation, and 100% of that donation is applied to the fund you have chosen. And we are deeply grateful for your support. Next, we use every opportunity to treat those donations with the respect they deserve by acknowledging those donations through various methods. You may receive an email, a postcard, or a letter from Moose Charities. And what we really genuinely regard is that every donation is a gift. So we send these monthly emails to your personal email, which are included in your membership record. Sometimes we profile exceptional donors, events, and other accomplishments in our Spotlight newsletter. When you open an email to see a smiling resident at Moose Haven or an achievement of a child at Moose Heart, we hope you understand that your donation makes that possible. Many of you donate to the Donor Circle. This is a recognition program for individuals who've chosen to contribute to the Moose Heart Moose Haven Endowment Fund. Each individual who contributes to Donor Circle is recognized with a series of pins that are mailed to you, and you are recognized on the Moose Charities website. This fiscal year, 467 members have donated to this program, and this program raised $650,346.41 for the endowment. That's some news you can take back with you. So since its introduction, the M&M Club, which name represents Moose Heart and Moose Haven, the recognition program has more than doubled in size, with annual donations totaling $440,697.34, with over 300 members participating right now. To be a member of this program, all you need to do is set up a recurring donation of $10 or more with a debit or credit card on the Moose Charities website. The key is to choose where you would like your donation to be applied, to the Donor Circle, Moose Heart Boosters, Moose Haven, whichever you choose. As your donations accumulate over time, you reach the next level of giving, the League of Guardians. The League of Guardians was introduced in 2001 to recognize households that give over $1,000 in a fiscal year. Every donation given from a household accumulates from May 1 to April 30th. This fiscal year, 1,014 members are being recognized as League of Guardians. Yes, go ahead. That's good. Now, Guardians are those members who give to Moose Charities to benefit Moose Heart, Moose Haven, and the Donor Circle. And we have been honored to recognize these generous supporters who have given at this level for over 2 decades. Beginning in 2025, the minimum level of giving to be recognized as a Guardian will increase to $1,500, with each level within the program increasing. Now, as leaders of the Moose fraternity, your level of giving is more important than ever in providing the level of care and the financial stability for our children at Moose Heart and our seniors at Moose Haven. Now, our second annual Rudolph Run and Walk 5K for Moose Heart was outstanding in many ways. Over $166,000 was raised for Moose Heart. We had 126 sponsors, lodges, chapters, Moose associations, and individuals made significant donations to support this event. 54 teams joined together in this fun-themed event from all across the country. If you follow Moose Charities on Facebook, you will see many pictures of the teams that participated. Over 200 members arrived on the Moose Heart campus to participate in person. Some members traveled from across the country to enjoy the event. In November of this year, we'll be hosting the 3rd annual Rudolph RunWalk for Moose Heart. We hope you can join us in exceeding that goal and having a great time fundraising for Moose Heart. Finally, we extend our sincere gratitude to all members, donors, supporters, volunteers, and staff who have contributed to the success of the fundraising on behalf of the children at Moose Heart and seniors at Moose Haven. Your generosity and dedication are instrumental as we embrace our communities while advancing our mission and creating positive results for Moose Heart and Moose Haven. Thank you very much. On behalf of all of them, on behalf of Moose Charities, God bless you.
Thank you, Pam, for that very encouraging report on the generosity of our Moose family. I will now entertain a motion to accept the annual report of Moose Charities. I think we have one right over here.
Jamie Portlock, Rifle 1345, past president. I make a motion.
Do we have a second?
Mark LeBlanc, Waltham 1018. Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, vote by the sign of the order. Opposed? So carried. I now call upon our Director of Moose Legion and Higher Degree and past International Moose Legion President, Sean Bale.
There's an advantage to having your wife backstage to pick your walk-up music, and bringing sexy back is the way to do it. Before I begin my remarks, there's two things I wanted to say to everyone here. First of all, if you've had an opportunity this week, you've been by the Moose Legion booth, you may have seen we have these boards out there. They have 100 squares on them. They look a lot like Super Bowl boards that other clubs do. We've been selling those blocks for $5 a piece, and when they're filled, we draw a number. We have winners with the money going to the donor circle. It's a new thing we wanted to try this year to see, how the support would be, and I'm happy to tell you that as of this morning, we filled 7 of those and turned $3,500 into Moose Charities. And we're going to keep doing that until the booth area closes today. And I'll also, Pilgrims, give you a warning. There's going to be one in the back of the room when you come into the lunch today, so we'll certainly appreciate your generosity as well. The second thing I wanted to announce quickly, and I don't mean to take up time, but I thought this was important. Danielle and I get to come to these conventions every year, and we're busy. We get to work and always on the go. But one thing that's special this year is that our kids were able to be with us here this weekend. You might have seen them in the store. You may see them walking around, and I told them they had to be here today, not just because I wanted them to listen to this enthusiastic speech they're going to hear, but because I wanted the opportunity for them to be recognized as well. I know you're over there. I probably can't see you through this teleprompter, but if my kids and Julie, you also would stand up, please. Emily probably has to stand on a chair. But it means the world to us to have them here this week. You might have seen them working in the store, and I know a lot of you said, I can't believe how big your kids are. Well, JT just turned 17. He's going to be a high school senior this coming year. And Emily and Julie are both going to be seniors at Penn State, and they both turned 21, and they are both members of Chickies Rock Lodge 307, so thank you guys very much. All right, enough of that. Good morning. Chairman of the Moose International Board of Directors, John Sipes, Chief Executive Officer, Scott Hart, members of the Moose International Board of Directors, and delegates and members attending the 2024 International Moose Convention. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today to present the report of the Department of Moose Legion and Higher Degrees, which will also include the Ritual Program and Councils of Higher Degrees. There's an old saying that good things come in threes, and this was proven to be true for the Moose Legion during the 2023-2024 fiscal year. For the third consecutive year, the Moose Legion showed a gain in membership, finishing the year with 53,472 active Moose Legionnaires, which was an increase of 303 members over the previous year. 88 of our 154 Moose Legions showed a gain in membership year over year. It certainly didn't look like there was a realistic chance of a gain on April 1st, when the Moose Legion was down 2,672 members. But thanks to the hard work of Moose Legionnaires throughout the fraternity, we added 2,975 active members through membership renewals and new member conferrals during the month of April, which took us across the finish line successfully. We were able to realize a membership gain this year thanks to 7,324 Moose Legion membership applications that were submitted, which exceeded the previous year by 267 applications, and a membership retention rate of 84%. Our Moose Legion membership recognition program saw strong performances again during the past year. 71 of our 154 Moose Legions qualified for the Director's Key Club, with each member of the Board of Directors sponsoring at least 2 Moose Legionnaires during the year. 101 of the 170 individuals eligible for the Ambassador's Key Club qualified by sponsoring at least 2 Moose Legionnaires during the year. 16 individuals earned recognition as Moose Legion Sponsors of Distinction by sponsoring at least 25 Moose Legionnaires during the year. 51 members received the Moose Legion Medal of Honor for attaining their 50th Lifetime Moose Legion membership unit. 17 members earned the Elite Moose Legionnaire Ring for attaining their 100th Lifetime Moose Legion membership unit. And 25 members achieved higher levels of the Medal of Honor or Elite Ring programs, which added diamonds to their respective awards. Congratulations to all of the individuals who qualified for these honors during the past year, and thank you to all Moose Legionnaires for contributing to a membership gain for the 3rd consecutive year. As for donations, Moose Legionnaires continued the proud tradition of giving to various Moose Charities initiatives, once again providing significant support to Moose Heart, Moose Haven, and other fraternal programs. In 2023-2024, Moose Legions contributed $328,083.20 to the Moose Heart Moose Haven Endowment Fund, which was equal to $6.17 per member. While this total is impressive, unfortunately, it was approximately $9,000 less than the previous year's total. The Moose Legion Capital Project for 2023-2024 was year 2 of our multi-year effort to fund renovations to the Museum of Moose History on the Moose Heart campus. Moose Legion units contributed nearly $118,000 toward the effort, and there was an additional $109,000 contributed toward the goal by other units and individual members, including $15,000 from Williston, North Dakota Lodge 239, and more than $72,000 from the Ohio State Moose Association Museum. One of our strongest traditions in the Moose Legion is for the incoming International Moose Legion president to promote a President's Project, a fundraising effort to address a specific need at either Moose Heart or Moose Haven. During the past year, President Chuck Barber's project was the purchase of a tractor and box blade for Moose Haven with an initial goal of $52,000. For the 2nd consecutive year, the project would need to be increased as the goal was met 2/3 of the way through the year. A wood chipper for Moose Haven was added to the project for an additional $15,000, and that new goal amount was met just 2 months later. Therefore, the addition of commercial landscaping equipment for Moose Haven came into play at a cost of $12,000, bringing the final goal amount to $79,000. Thanks to more than $45,000 contributed by Moose Legion units and another nearly $37,000 contributed from other units and members, a final total of $82,029.07 was raised for this year's President's Project. For the last 14 years, the Moose Legions of the fraternity have provided the funding for the scholarships that are awarded at the annual Moose International Youth Awareness Congress. Moose Legions have consistently stepped up to ensure that the students who participate in this important program of the Moose are rewarded with significant financial assistance for their higher education pursuits. Last year was no exception, as our units donated $36,563.37. And finally, since 2009, Moose Legions have provided funds for Moose Heart students to travel to Moose Haven to meet, work, and enjoy social time with our senior residents. While this is an optional effort for our units, Moose Legions came through with more than $21,000 for this year's trips, and this is $4,000 more than was contributed during the prior year. Our Moose Legions contribute to many other Moose Charities efforts throughout the year, but specifically, the units and members of the degree of service provided more than $585,000 of financial support to these 5 specific projects, with overall giving totaling $695,297.24. The strong performances in membership and Moose Charities giving led to 141 of our 154 Moose Legions achieving some level of the Moose Legion Award of Excellence, which is the Moose Legion equivalent of the Premier Lodge Award and the Chapter Award of Achievement. Thank you, Moose Legionnaires, for another outstanding year. At the Moose Legion breakfast and session on Wednesday, we introduced our incoming Moose Legion council member, as well as those members who will be moving to vice president, president, and junior past president, respectively. All of these individuals will be installed for their respective terms on Saturday morning. And as they come to the stage, I would like to take a moment to introduce the members of the Moose Legion Council to you at this time. And please hold your applause until all have been named. Leaving the council at the close of this convention, for the last time I get to say it, is Dan Gooch from South Jersey, Moose Legion 65. We thank him for his years of dedication and service to this body. Serving as a special representative to the Moose Legion Council is Dan O'Neill from Indian River, Moose Legion 178 in Florida. Continuing to serve as secretary to the Moose Legion Council is Danny Williams from Gateway, Moose Legion 196 in West Virginia. Current members of the council who will be staying on board are Ted Burton from Magnolia, Moose Legion 67, Mississippi, Brian Weaver from Blue Hen, Moose Legion 186, Delaware, and Steve Hennon from North Star, Moose Legion 144 in Minnesota. This year we welcome J.C. Patton from Sooner, Moose Legion 147 in Oklahoma as our new Moose Legion councilman. Our new junior past president will be Chuck Barber from Golden Spot, Moose Legion 15 in California, who led us and assured us that failure was not an option in the Moose Legion during the past year.
Failure's not an option.
And moving to the position of vice president will be Helton Shaw from Tar Heel, Moose Legion 158 in North Carolina. We now prepare ourselves for the leadership of our presiding officer for the coming year. This gentleman has served on the Moose Legion Council since 2019. For the last several years, he has had the responsibility of serving as the primary point of communication for Moose Legion area managers, providing them with reports and information to help their appointed Moose Legion ambassadors and their Moose Legion jurisdictions to be successful. Would you please join me in properly welcoming to the microphone for his remarks our incoming International Moose Legion President, Ronnie Serio from Mecca Moose Legion 9 in Illinois.
Good morning, my sisters and brothers all. When given the opportunity to address you this morning, I soon realized there was a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I really needed to choose my words wisely. So let me start by saying thank you. Two simple words that mean so much to so many, since we're all volunteers. Years ago, some dedicated fraternalists gave us some words of wisdom that still ring true today, such as, there is strength in unity, which we proved some 3 short years ago by becoming one moose. Then there's a burden heavy to one is borne lightly by many, which we have proven repeatedly by the many monumentous projects we have completed over the years and continue to support to this day. I truly believe in the Moose and all that it stands for. It takes believers to make our fraternity successful. So here's another one. Let us go forth with good thoughts and good deeds for all mankind. I believe that the Moose is having a positive effect, not only on our children at Mooseheart and our seniors at Moose Haven, but also in the communities where we reside. I would like to leave you with this. Always remember to do some good thing for someone each day. God bless Mooseheart, God bless Moose Haven, and God bless each and every one of you, and enjoy the rest of the convention.
Thank you, Ronnie. We look forward to continuing our streak of membership growth and providing our unique brand of unparalleled service to the Moose fraternity under your leadership. Here are a few final Moose Legion updates. The Moose Legion ritual book entitled The Next Step in Fraternalism was recently updated, and copies have been printed and are available through catalog sales. 8 copies were shipped to each Moose Legion jurisdiction, 1 for each member of the board of directors and 1 for the sergeant at arms. Training of Moose Legion directors and secretaries continues to be a point of emphasis for the Moose Legion Council. It is our belief that we need to present training opportunities whenever possible to assure that our directors are in compliance with the Moose Legion Code of Rules. We have been working with the training department to assure that we have an accurate list of qualified trainers for both Moose Legion class offerings. We currently have a severe shortage of trainers for the Moose Legion Secretaries course, but I'm happy to report that there will be 6 individuals attempting to become qualified during the upcoming Moose Legion Conference in Valley Forge, including yours truly. Speaking of Valley Forge, we are a little more than 3 months away from convening for the 2024 International Moose Legion Ritual Competition and Conference. The conference dates are November 1st to the 3rd, with training classes and other activities scheduled for October 30th and 31st. The host venue is the Valley Forge Casino Resort, with overflow lodging accommodations available at the Sheridan Valley Forge and Element Valley Forge, which are less than a mile away. The conference pages are posted on the Moose International website and contain information on registration, housing, entry for ritual competition, and placing ads in the conference program book. One of the benefits of the standalone conference is a schedule that is not as hectic as the International Convention, allowing more time for attendees to explore the local area, take in the attractions, and participate in a number of activities. In the days preceding the conference, there will be training classes, a crafting activity involving painting of stemware, a cornhole tournament with custom Moose Legion cornhole boards as a prize, a Halloween costume party Halloween night, and potentially an event at Topgolf, which is located next to the resort. We are anticipating a great turnout for this conference and look forward to seeing everyone in late October. In regards to rituals and ceremonies, there are 2 items that will be focused on this year. The first is completion of the updated Lodge Handbook, which will include agendas for Lodge meetings and Board of Officers meetings, the Lodge orientation ceremony that was introduced last year, the service of tribute and graveside service used when individual members have passed, the memorial service used to recognize all Lodge members who have passed during the previous year, the Mooseheart Founders Day ceremony, and the ceremony used for the installation of Lodge officers. The second items of focus will be the Golden Ball and Legacy of the Moose ceremonies, as well as accompanying promotional materials. In conjunction with Moose Charities, we will first look at the ceremonies themselves to determine what updates, if any, would be beneficial. Then we will develop items to assist fraternal units in promoting the event once it has been scheduled, such as posters for the Lodge and templates for emails to members or posts on social media. Our goal is to help our units create events that are easy to plan and execute, are enjoyable for both participants and attendees, and yield maximum support for the endowment fund as a result. As for the men's degrees, there are 308 Moose Legionnaires approved by the Pilgrim Council to be invited to receive the Fellowship Degree of Honor. We had 128 of them attend the conferral held yesterday in conjunction with this convention, with more to be conferred at state and provincial association conventions held during the next few months. We extend our sincerest congratulations to those Moose Legionnaires who were recommended and approved to receive this much coveted mark of distinction. During the current fiscal year, there will be a significant change coming to the Fellowship Degree of Honor. 2024-2025 will be the final year during which recommendation forms are emailed to all lodges and committees gather to consider eligible candidates. Beginning in May 2025, the fellowship degree will become an earned degree, meaning that individuals who meet 5 mandatory requirements and 8 of 12 additional criteria that can be verified through Moose International or Moose Charities will be called to receive the degree. Candidates will have 4 opportunities to appear for conferral. The first class of fellows under this new process will be conferred at the 2026 International Convention in Oklahoma City. On June 1st of this year, 113 fellows processed into the Moose Heart House of God to be conferred with the Pilgrim Degree of Merit. Unfortunately, this was the first time in quite a few years that weather forced the cancellation of the pre-ceremony procession, but it was still a memorable day for everyone in attendance, especially for those individuals who received this incredible honor. We offer our congratulations and appreciation to those members for their contributions and efforts that led to being called to receive this recognition. And finally, I would like to thank those associations and those councils of higher degrees that have continued to assist with our fraternity's membership retention efforts and maintain communications between their respective units and our department. We are continuing to work to improve our database of council officers and appointed association chairmen so that information can be shared with the appropriate parties. One of the challenges for councils of higher degrees is finding how we can continually improve the methods by which we work to retain membership. We've become accustomed to reaching out to members after their dues have expired, and this practice is still an extremely important part of increasing active membership. But what if we also place some of our efforts on addressing the member at the point where he or she joins the Moose? In an email with one council president earlier this year, I presented the idea of councils assisting with the presentation of the lodge orientation ceremony for the various lodges within their geographical areas. It allows the councils to focus on the quality of the presentation and to assure that new members gain an initial understanding of what our fraternity is all about. It also benefits the lodges, as hosting orientations is one of the requirements for the Premier Lodge Award. Establishing this baseline fraternal education from the beginning has the potential to be a strong, positive factor in securing faithful, dues-paying members for years to come. In closing, I would like to thank all of you for your attendance this week, and I wish you safe travels home. Please continue to do some good thing for someone each day. And this concludes the report of the Department of Moose Legion and Higher Degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean and Ronnie. The Moose Legion is in good hands once again this year. May I have a motion to accept the report of the Moose Legion in Higher Degrees?
Over here. Ronnie Lauderdale, Texas Moose President, Odessa 1701, and make a motion.
Thank you. Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Where's the microphone?
Brian DeBose, Wilmington, North Carolina 343, past president, and I second that motion.
Thank you. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please vote by the sign of the order. Opposed? So carried. It's come to the attention of this chair and our CEO, Scott Hart, that the association flag that went missing has been found. And it's the recommendation of the Chief Compliance Officer, Rick King, if this flag is returned with perhaps a $100 donation to Moose Charities, no further fraternal action will be necessary. Thank you. I now call to the podium our Grand Chancellor, Barb McPherson, for her report of the Women of the Moose.
morning. Hey, I gotta say this first. Helen, I know you're over there with the Florida folks somewhere, but you know what? If Hans and Franz come to visit the new sports complex, let's make sure that we keep an eye on most of our elderly women down there, because if they start doing too much of this, you know, we might have to have 911 on speed dial. Not to mention, you know, all of you are so exciting here today. As I have chosen to get a little older by choice. My mother says you're never going to grow up. I haven't gotten there yet. But yesterday, so I finally bought one of these silly watches, right? And yesterday, here's the message I got. It says, loud environment, sound levels hit 100 decibels. And even a few minutes at this level can cause temporary hearing loss. So, Mr. Hart, you know, if you're talking to me and maybe I don't hear quite right, you'll know why. But I'm telling you, we can do better than that, right? Right? All right. So, all together, we're not going to do this in sections. All together, we're going to say 1 million members, okay? And see if you can set it off again. All right, okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Oops. You want to do it once more? You ready? 1, 2, 3. 110. You guys are good. Chief Executive Officer Hart, Chairman of the Board Sipes, dignitaries, and my Moose brothers and sisters, good morning. Here we are, back in the Big Easy, city parish of New Orleans. New Orleans is world-renowned for its distinctive music, Creole cuisine, unique dialects, and its annual celebrations and festivals. The most notable, of course, is Mardi Gras. I hope you've had an opportunity to enjoy some of the great food and the great hospitality of this city while you've been here. This morning, I would be remiss if I didn't introduce to you the members of the Grand Council of the Women of the Moose. While these women are the governing body of the Women of the Moose, they also wear many other hats, including that of chapter advocate, assistant territory manager, association secretary, training session leaders, and the list simply goes on. Won't you please welcome to the stage Rosa Rice from Juneau, Alaska, Wanda Kellogg from Canton, Georgia, Kathleen Furlong from North Hudson, New Jersey, Catherine Coppinger, Thompsonville, Connecticut, Marcia Stewart, Kirksville, Missouri, Vera Smallridge, Dunellen, Florida, Sherry Roach, Copperas Cove, Texas, and Junior Past Grand Regent Kathy Funke of St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Unfortunately, our Grand Regent, who is from Twin Falls, Idaho, Deborah Evans, is sick in bed today. She's kind of had a little bug going on for a couple of days, and so she's not able to be with us today. I said, you stay in bed, you get some rest, and so you got a big day tomorrow. Also, in addition, I don't know, she's still behind the big black curtain. There she is. The one who's been behind the curtain all week, none other than the Women of the Moose Executive Project Manager, Danielle Bale from Chickies Rock, Pennsylvania. Grand Council member Heather Morgan of Pullman, Washington is also unable to be with us this week due to her ongoing health issues, but we wish Heather all the best. Thank you very much. Additionally, members of the Women of the Moose Higher Degrees Board oversee our conferrals and provide valuable input for our programs. Current board members, will you please rise wherever you're at to be recognized, and I thank you so very much. This has been another exciting year in the Women of the Moose, hasn't it? The Moose saw another gain in membership, marking 3 years in a row. The Moose Legion had an increase in membership, and of course, the Women of the Moose also saw their second consecutive increase in membership since 2014. We ended our year plus 1,101 members. And yeah, bang your hands together. Everyone in this room should be very excited and proud of all of these increases. 541 of our chapters, or 62%, ended the 23-24 chapter year with an increase in membership. 52 ended the year even, with neither a gain or a loss, and the Women of the Moose in 15 of our 41 associations showed a gain in membership as well. Honors grading and appeals have concluded for the 23-24 Award of Achievement, and I am pleased to announce that 458 chapters have earned this prestigious award for last year. Unfortunately, this past year, we closed or merged 58 chapters. 8 of those chapters were over 100 years old, and some of them were even a part of the original Women of the Moose before we were officially recognized. I just don't understand how chapters can endure through tough times, and yet when they should be celebrating success, they choose not to survive. Members have said we need to modernize, but as we make changes to do away with old traditions, our chapters seem to want to do less and less. They don't understand that if you're having a meeting, it has to have a purpose. We have to have rules and regulations based on our general laws that coincide with our IRS tax-exempt status and state provincial laws. We try hard to protect them from themselves, but often the officers just don't grasp the need. Several other of our chapters have meetings scheduled to determine their future. Some chapters have struggled, and others simply ask why continued now that we're unified. Well, I ask why not? But it's not all gloom and doom. Many of our chapters are flourishing. They're the ones that meet more than once a month and are having fun, interesting, and informative get-togethers to keep their members interested. They are filling the need for human interaction with activities and personal relationships. Several chapters who were previously closed now realize that they missed the fun, dedication, and personal interaction with their chapter and simply want to start over. We must accept the fact that things change. We, as dedicated members, have to learn to make the best of it. It's not as though we didn't have a choice. To quote one of my favorite philosophers, comedian Tim Allen, from his show Last Man Standing, nature's full of change. Sometimes that change is good. Caterpillars go into a slimy cocoon and emerge as a gorgeous butterfly. On the other hand, some changes, well, very hard. Like when we lose a loved one, or when a bear cub says goodbye to the cave and leaves behind 2 very sad bear parents who feel like they have nothing left in life except selling toilet paper. But there's 2 ways of looking at change. You can either focus on what you're losing or celebrate what you're gaining. Novelist Hermann Hesse has said, "Some people think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it's letting go." Great advice for life. Bad advice if you're rock climbing. My advice for dealing with change is to take baby steps. Accept one thing at a time. And while you're doing it, remember why we exist as an organization and why the Women of the Moose are a very vital part of this fraternity. We continue to provide for the many who depend on us for their everyday needs. The Women of the Moose have had some great meetings since the beginning of this international convention this year. 400 chapter members were conferred earlier this year with the Academy of Friendship degree. This week, we welcomed 209 new members into the College of Regents and 130 members into the Star degree. Let's give them a big hand. This past year, the Women of the Moose enrolled 8,160 members into the Women of the Moose, which is an increase of nearly 1,000 members over last fiscal year. 72,597 women joined the Moose, proving that we are still a very powerful force within the organization. We bring new skills and talents to our lodges to make them better and stronger. Same is true in many of our 41 associations, where 160 women are serving as officers. In some cases, a majority of the association officers are indeed women. Sherry Fragapane of Anna Maria Island, Florida, is once again our top sponsor in the Women of the Moose with 122 applications for the 23-24 year and a total of 331 applications over the past 3 years. Chapter donations to Moose Heart and Moose Haven are up over the previous 12 months for total donations of $949,358. Now, while that's a great amount, this is in addition to our annual donation toward the Moose Heart operating budget, the Moose Heart school donations, to the AAA project at Moose Haven, and the Moose Charities wish lists. So that equals $1,680,something. In addition, our chapters fully funded the Grand Regents Project, which will fully furnish 38 rooms in the Don R. Eisel Enhanced Living Facility with bright new desks, nightstands, bed frames with headboards, dressers, and chairs. New flooring will also be included. And we did this in just 7 short months. Our chapters have also secured dispensations to donate $289,259 to their respective lodge for things such as taxes, loan payments, furniture and equipment, and building funds. Our top donor to Moose Charities this year was Venice, Florida, with donations totaling $18,071. Thank you, Venice. Our top chapter reporting community service for this past year was a newcomer to the mix, Phoenix City, Alabama. Yeah, they're small but mighty. Their volunteer hours, miles driven, and monetary donations total $117,979. Please, let's give all of our chapters a big round of applause for all of their hard work. While the Women of the Moose have indeed changed and modernized over the past 111 years, our mission and our purpose remains the same. The Women of the Moose are still the financial providers of the Moose Heart School, pharmacy assistance for Moose Haven, daily needs, physical and occupational therapy, the girls and boys athletic programs, necessities for each new child to get a right start at Moose Heart, vision, hearing, and dental needs for our senior members, and Christmas on both campuses. We bring the music program to our children and the beauty and barber shop to our Moose Haven residents so they can look and feel their very best. In addition, our chapters have provided just over $6 million in service to others in their communities by way of volunteer hours, miles driven, and dollars donated. While we cannot forget our proud past and the leaders that made it happen, we must work together to grow this fraternity in support of those who depend on us and embrace our communities through volunteer efforts. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for your kind thoughts, your prayers, and your support during the loss of my husband, Floyd. He was a kind and amazing man. Thank you for all that you do for others, and please be kind to one another. God bless.
Thank you, Barb, for the great reminder on just how awesome the women of the Moose are and how much they contribute to the success of our fraternity. You and your family have been in our thoughts and prayers during this time of loss. May Floyd rest in peace. I will entertain a motion to accept the report of the women of the Moose. I guess we have a couple today.
I have one.
Got one?
Yes. I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the Women of the Moose. I'm Sherry Garlam from Manassas, Chapter 1392, Lodge 1380, Delegate.
Thank you. Now do we have a second?
I'm Christine Kelsey, Swansboro Chapter 1323, Treasurer, Delegate, Lodge 1425. I second the motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please vote by the sign of the order. Opposed? So carried. I now call to the podium Junior Past Chairman of the Board of Directors, Bruce T. Mossopus, for the reading of the State of the Order and Necrology Report.
I've been good, Mr. Hart, so I have to go off script a little bit, but it's no jokes. I just wanted to personally thank from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of Dan Gooch and myself, our brothers and sisters from the New Jersey Moose Association, for having our backs all these years. Thank you very much. Chairman Sipes, Chief Executive Officer Hart, members of the Moose International Board of Directors, brothers and sisters, the following is the report of the State of the Order and Necrology. This committee is made up of all the past Supreme Governors and past chairmen in attendance at this, the 136th International Moose Convention. And as the junior past chairman of the Moose International Board of Officers, I have the privilege of serving as chairman. At this time, it is fitting we recall all our brothers and sisters who have been called to their final resting place. Let us pause to remember with honor the 491 past governors and past presidents, which includes 181 pilgrims of our fraternity and 339 past regents, which include 264 collegians of the Women of the Moose, who were called to their final reward since we last met. The names of the departed past governors, presidents, pilgrims, past regents, and collegians will be included in the electronic proceedings of this, the 136th International Convention. Including among those departed were Ligori Saladin, past Supreme Governor, North Hillsborough, Florida Lodge, 1741. Betty Crissa, past Grand Regent, Chatham, Ontario Lodge, 1692. James R. Grumpy Milesbury, past International Moose Legion President, Tamarack, Florida Lodge, 2267. Catherine L. Boyd, past Grand Regent, Colonial Beach, Virginia Lodge, 1267. Our brothers and sisters who have departed left this world a better place than they found it. They responded to the needs and cares of others by their membership and their participation in our fraternity. By their dedication and compassion, they did not miss the joy of living. Will you kindly rise and in silence pay tribute to those who are departed to the music of taps? May they rest in peace. Amen.
Thank you, Bruce. I will now entertain a motion to accept the State of the Order and Necrology Report. Right over here.
Jimmy Douglas, Sanford 386. I make a motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Russ Lonstein, River Park Moose Lodge, Illinois. Past governor, I make a second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please vote by the sign of the order. Opposed? So carried. I now call to the podium our Chief Compliance Officer, Rick King, for the election and appointment of officers.
Good morning. Chairman Sipes, since all candidates nominated are unopposed, the rules and order governing this convention, as well as our fraternity's general laws, provides that the secretary may cast a unanimous ballot for the offices, providing a majority vote is received from the voting members in attendance. Brothers Chairman Sipes, the nominees are for the Moose International Board of Directors, For a 4-year term, Brian J. Toskey, Muncie Valley, Pennsylvania, Lodge 866. Kurt G. Shep, Wilston, North Dakota, Lodge 239. Bill Rose, Lodi, New Jersey, Lodge 1971. Heather Morgan, Pullman, Washington, Lodge 943. For the Moose International Director, Chaplain, for a 1-year term, Mark J. Penscover, Muskego, Wisconsin, Lodge 1057. For Vice Chairman of the Moose International Board of Directors, for a 1-year term, John R. Ryder in Venice, Florida, Lodge 2112. I knew they'd make noise. For Chairman of the Moose International Board of Directors, for a 1-year term, Robert K. Funky, Grayling, Michigan, Lodge 1162. Chairman Sipes.
I will accept a motion to order the secretary to cast a unanimous ballot for all offices just read. Do I have a motion? Run, Heidi, run.
Maggie Collins? Nope.
Can't hear.
Yell it. Maggie Collins, Coco Moose 1717 Administrator. I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Jesse Smallwood, Malvern 2365, President.
Thank you.
Second.
You have heard the motion and the second. All in favor of electing these Moose International officers, please vote by the sign of the order. Opposed? The motion is carried. Brother King, please continue.
Chairman Sipes, as Corporate Secretary of Moose International, and to obey the order of this convention, just taking a majority action of the delegates assembled, it is my pleasure to cast a unanimous ballot in favor of the nominees for the offices of Moose International Board of Directors, Moose International Director Chaplain, Vice Chairman of Moose International Board of Directors, and Chairman of the Moose International Board of Directors.
I declare the nominees for Moose International officers, as read previously by the Secretary, to be elected. I will now ask CEO Hart to read the listing of chairman appointments and Moose International officers for the Moose year 2024-2025.
That was some good walk-up music there, considering I was about 2 steps away. The chairman of the board appointments for the Moose International officers for the year 2024-2025 are read to this convention as a matter of record. Moose International officers for 1-year terms. As Chief Executive Officer, Gary Dowd, Tuscola, Illinois. Oh, wait a minute. Myself, Scott D. Hart, Mooseheart, Illinois, 2655. Chief Financial Officer Joseph R. Meck, Downers Grove, Illinois, Lodge 1535. Chief Compliance Officer Richie King, Mooseheart, Illinois, Lodge 2655. Director of Membership Michael A. Rios Jr., Suffolk, Virginia, Lodge 141. Moose International Sergeant at Arms Robert Bracefield, Lindenwold, New Jersey, Lodge 548. Moose International Inner Guard, John Kunze, Balfountain, Ohio, Lodge 2563. Moose International Outer Guard, Sean Smith, Wyoming, Michigan, Lodge 736. To the Supreme Forum for a one-year term as Chief Justice, Dwayne Brown, Galleon, Ohio, Lodge 303. For a 7-year term, Andrew Bordley Jr., Rancho Cordova, California, Lodge 2357. To the Judiciary Committee for a 2-year term, Patty Haas, Cloquet, Minnesota, Lodge 1274. It was so important the other day, and now I say Minnesota, and it's like everybody's asleep in Minnesota. Too late now, my feelings are hurt. To the Pilgrim Council for a 1-year term as Pilgrim President, Rodney A. Hammond, Kissimmee, Florida, Lodge 2056. And you can always count on Florida. For a 5-year term, Bruce T. Massapus, Lodi, New Jersey, Lodge 1971. To the Moose Legion Council for a 1-year term as President, Ronnie D. Serio, Knoxville, Tennessee, Lodge 1560. For a 1-year term as Vice President, Helton Shaw, Greensboro, North Carolina, Lodge 685. For a 1-year term as Junior Past International President, Charles L. Barber, Sunnyvale, California, Lodge 2049. For a 2-year term as Moose Legion Councilman, Brian Weaver, East Sussex, Delaware, Lodge 2542. J.C. Patton Jr., Woodward, Oklahoma, Lodge 452. To the Heart of the Community Committee for a 2-year term, Bridget Robinson, Garden Grove, California, Lodge 620. To the Activities Committee for a 2-year term, Marcia Warrington, Sylvania, Ohio, Lodge 1579. Greg Carlton, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lodge 862. Jeff Hall, Avondale, Arizona, Lodge 2078. Nick Seaman, St. Cloud, Minnesota, Lodge 1400. To the Loss Prevention Committee for a 2-year term as Chairman, Fred R. Scott Jr., West Boca Raton, Florida, Lodge 204. For a 2-year term, Kelvin Kelly Parker, Lindsay, Ontario, Lodge 659. To the Membership Committee for a 2-year term as Chairman, Dan Companion, St. Albans, Vermont, Lodge 1090. For a 2-year term, Jill Durr, Greeley, Evans, Colorado, Lodge 909. Kathy Rossi, Warrenton, Virginia, Lodge 1695. Robert Leone, San Jose, California, Lodge 401. James Mike Purdue, Rockingham, North Carolina, Lodge 1838. Sharon Davis, Sanford, Florida, Lodge 1851. To the Women of the Moose Grand Council for a 2-year term, Karen Ingram, Portland, Oregon, Lodge 291. Dina Monday, Hayward, Castro Valley, California, Lodge 1491. Tammy Truelove, Surfside Beach, South Carolina, Lodge 2351. Deborah Wallert, Birch Run, Michigan, Lodge 2426. To the Women of the Moose International Higher Degree Board for a 1-year term as President, Norma Tibbs, Fort Pierce, South Dakota, Lodge 1813. For a 2-year term, Tamara Bornath, East London, Ontario, Lodge 1300. Kimberly Kelly, Dunellen, Florida, Lodge 2308. Cheryl Ripp, Monroe, Wisconsin, Lodge 754. Brother Chairman, that completes the listing of chairman appointments and Moose International officers.
Thank you, Brother Scott. Since no further action needs to be taken at this time, let's hear the report of the Heart of the Community and activities. Please welcome Coordinator Will Harrison to the podium to give his report.
Excuse me, Will, this is a rarity, so I need your help.
We have a small board and a big board. Oh. Come here, Will. Just a minute.
Well, I'm glad Hans and Franz wasn't here to do that. Good morning, Chairman of the Board John Sipes, CEO Scott Hart, Board of Directors, and my brothers and sisters all. The first thing that I would like is for all the veterans to please stand and be recognized. We thank you for everything that you have done for your country and for what you are doing for your lodge. Your community, thank you very much. This year we had 4,251 veterans self-identify. That gives us a total of 40,361 valued veterans. Fantastic to see this number continue to grow each and every year. What a great year calendar of events for the Activity Committee had this past year. The Activity Committee is comprised Chairperson Stephanie Anderson from the shadows of Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lodge 801. Matt Borman from Janesville, Wisconsin, Lodge 197. Barsha Warrington from Sylvania, Ohio, Lodge 1579. Joe Serwa, Batavia, Illinois, Lodge 682. Craig Halley from Rutland, Vermont, Lodge 1122. Dina Mundy from Hayward, Castro Valley, California, Lodge 1491. And Lisa Wise from Linwald, New Jersey, Lodge 548. At the close of this convention, Craig Halley, Joe Serwa, and Dina Mundy will be leaving the Activities Committee. We wish them the best of luck going forward with their fraternal endeavors. Joining the committee this year will be Jeff Hall from Avondale, Arizona, Lodge 2078. Nicholas Seaman from St. Cloud, Minnesota, Lodge 1400. And Greg Carlton from Tulsa, Lodge 862. This year we started the sports with pool in Wilson, North Carolina, Lodge 989. There was 164 players in attendance, with one traveling from the Sitka Moose Lodge 1350 to participate in the Moose International Tournament, the tournament for their very first time. Everyone had a great time, with a few taking advantage of the swimming pool since their pool game was not going the greatest. Then with a little luck, we were in Ionia, Michigan, Lodge 998 to pitch a few horseshoes. 130 Moose members in all. We even taught a few young future members how to play and score the game. Ionia Lodge had something all day, every day, not just for the players, but for their members as well. We had some very competitive rounds of the music bingo inside the lodge where it was nice and cool. Thank you, Ionia Moose Lodge, for being such an awesome host. Next, we had tea time, and I don't mean tea, in Williamsburg, Virginia, Lodge 757 for 110 golfers played. I heard a report of a new developed club called the Foot Wedge. The course was challenging, and although what happens on the golf course stays on the golf course, so they say, rumor has it that the Foot Wedge kept the scores low and the summer temperatures in Palm Springs, California. After some fun of golf, we pulled over to our way into Muskego, Wisconsin, Lodge 1057 for our first ever trap shoot. We had a great time filling the air with gunpowder and just missing quite a few targets. Won't say that Lee Anderson does not need to shoot. All in all, we had a real blast. Afterwards, we fired on down to Bloomington, Indiana, Lodge 1081, where there were some bags thrown for the first time. 50 players trying to see who could become the first Moose International Cornhole champion. That title went to a team from California, Nevada Moose Association. Excuse me. We quickly cleared the bags and we flew to Yuba City, California, Lodge 1204 for the first annual Moose International Soft Tip Dart Tournament. We're 53 players shooting for the high ton of 180, with some taking advantage of the hat trick and other dart slings as well. This is where Dina Mundy was left with trying to figure out what diddle for the middle means. It's a dart sling. It is good. Before we knew what happened, we were headed south once again, this time to Vegas for the Texas Hold'em tournament. We had a record-breaking 966 members being dealt in a 2-day period. Another record was set when Marlene Gray from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, Lodge 938, became the first female to be crowned the Texas Hold'em champion. Congratulations again, Marlene. After leaving the card tables behind out west, it was back east and on to Lynchburg, South Virginia, Lodge 1727 for steel tip darts. No records were set here, but all in attendance had an outstanding time throwing darts and making new friends. We wrapped up the sports year in Sandwich, Illinois, Lodge 1016, where 122 bowlers bowled for strikes, despite a few gutter balls and logistical hiccups. The pins were flying and we had some new personal bests achieved. I'm happy to report that even though Moose Power was on display, another year is now in the books without pins being shattered. I would like to personally thank all the hosting lodge. You did an excellent job and made us very Moose proud. Given the later international convention dates, our 24-25 sports year is already underway, with both horseshoes and pool wrapping up. Both events occurred on a very hot weekend, but you'll have to wait until Milwaukee to hear how everything turned out. There are still a lot of exciting sports events to come, so stop by the display area and pick up information. We would love to have you participate in upcoming tournaments. Who knows, you might just be the next one breaking the record. If your lodge would like to host a Moose International activity, the activity hosting forms and the requirements are on the website. Jumped a line there, sorry. Being the heart of the community should be the most one of the most important things in your lodge activities, participation, and community service is fun and rewarding. This is what draws others to our fraternity, especially when they see we do more than what we say. Yes, it's a lot of hard work, but when the project is complete, everyone is ready to plan for the next one. For us here in New Orleans, that next event is Saturday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We will gather in Hall B1 to help a worthy local charity by the name of Grace at the Green Light. Our task will be to pack personal hygiene bags for the unhoused in New Orleans area. Please plan to take part of this service project as together we embrace the New Orleans community. I would like to take a moment to introduce your Heart of the Community Committee. Chairman Greg Muter from Sylvania, Ohio, Lodge 1579. Manny Propest from Timberville, Virginia, Lodge 2335. Julie Anderson, Panama City, Florida, Lodge 1389. Bridget Robinson from Garden Grove, California, Lodge 620. Linda Gosling from Muscuda, Illinois, Lodge 815. Please give the committee a round of applause for all the hard work that they have done this past year. Thank you. A quick review of this past year shows that 330 lodges had a grade of superior in all 4 quarters. This is an increase of 71 lodges. There were 43 lodges that made the gold status for reporting, 65 for silver, and 93 for bronze. Now, I said 330 lodges in total, so that leaves 129 lodges as honorable mention. 70 lodges this year will receive this award for the first time. Your plaques and coins for this award will be sent to your association liaison to be presented to the lodge during your upcoming annual convention this fall. Thank you to every lodge for the work that you do for your community. It is because of you that we experience a proud past and a bright future. Now let's look at what the Moose has achieved in the area of community service. This year we had 182,889 members volunteer their time. The number of volunteer hours completed this year was 1,390,667. Miles traveled was 1,860,041 miles. So let's change that to what every Moose member loves to hear about. Money, money, money. Hours volunteer converted to $21,207,656.81. Mileage equivalent equals to $837,018.65. Monetary donation this year was $36,483,611.11. The total for our Heart of the Community service that was reported this year was a total of $58,528,286.57. This is an increase of $7,154,413.62 from last year. There were also 25,911 more volunteers this year than last year. Fantastic job, each and every lodge, for sending in their HOC reports. This was the last year that the Moose Charities accepted and tracked donation funds to the Safe Surfing Foundation. I would like to say thank you to every lodge, chapter, Moose Legion for their donation to this worthy cause. Starting May 1st, 2024, all money raised for Safe Surfing will need to be reported directly to Safe Surfing and no longer to Moose Charities. When filling out your HOC report, make sure that you put any Safe Surfing donations or your Easy Child ID kit into your local area. This is how we will continue the reporting of that. This year, the lodge turned into Moose Charity. This year, lodges turned into Moose Charities on their HOC report $451,187.59 for Safe Surfing. Checks sent directly to Safe Surfing was $91,072.50 for a total donation to the Safe Surfing of $542,260.09. This year's top association donations to the Safe Surfing is the Ohio State Moose Association with a donation of $137,224.14. The top lodge for this year in donations to Safe Surfing is Painesville, Ohio Lodge 490 with donations totaling $13,412.59. We would like to thank everyone who come alongside with Safe Surfing through a generous donation. Our Moose fraternity has greatly appreciated our partnership throughout the years. Youth awareness is one of the greatest initiatives of this department. Let me first thank every Moose Legionnaire and every Moose Legion Council for the $30,000 in scholarship funds for this program. Now, we all know the cost of higher education is increasing every year, some more than the grocery bills for every lodge and home. I'm very happy to say that after meeting with the Moose Legion Council this past year, we have made a few upgrades coming to the youth awareness program this year. The first positive change is the amount of scholarship monies. Available starting May 1, 2024, the new figure is $35,000 in scholarships. But that is not all. Since the program started, thousands of students have given tens of thousands of kids talks to 4 to 9-year-olds. We believe our youth awareness partnership participants can positively make an impact even more students. So the decision was made to allow kids to reach even higher. As the 6th grade, 12-year-olds will be able to participate in the kids' talks. This was asked for by the moderators and the students. So your kids' talks now will go from 4-year-olds to 12-year-olds. You do not have to stop at just the 9-year-olds. There will also be some other changes, and we will cover those in the workshop today at 2 p.m. All association youth awareness coordinators should make plans to attend this informative workshop. This year, the Youth Awareness Congress took place in Roanoke, Virginia. Thank you to the Virginia Moose Association, as well as to Manny Propes and Melissa Strange, coordinators of the Virginia Youth Awareness Program. There is certainly a lot of hard work and effort during the Youth Congress, but also throughout the year. To the coordinators, all the details and the logistics, thank you for everything that you do. This year, the students went to the National D-Day Memorial, which was very impactful on the students as well as the adult chaperones. The students had a fun time taking part in the escape room, challenges, and were able to visit the Natural Bridge State Park. We enjoyed time at 3 lodges where the students danced, sang, karaoke, took lots of pictures, and enjoyed a time on a golf simulator, and even a pinball tournament. I am pretty sure by the look on their faces that some of the students didn't even know what a pinball machine was or how to play. Not to mention that the Virginia Moose Association on Saturday night after the Youth Congress, well, we brought out an ice cream cart. I would like to say thank you to the Salem, Virginia Lodge 2573, Bedford Moose Lodge 1897, and Vinton Moose Lodge 1121 for having well-planned events for the students during their visits. The top association for donations to youth awareness is the Ohio State Moose Association, with donations totaling $37,808.67. The top lodge for donations to our youth awareness program is Waverly, Ohio Lodge 2263, with donating totaling $5,191.36. Now, before I announce the winners of this year's Youth Congress, I would like to say thank you to past International Moose Legion President Chuck Barber for attending this year's Youth Awareness Congress and presenting the Bob Neff Scholarship Award. Your winners this year for the Youth Awareness Congress is 5th place in a $2,000 scholarship from Arizona, Baltazar Avel. 4th place in a $3,000 scholarship from Oregon, Milena Wayne. 3rd place in a $5,000 scholarship from California, Camille Haddad. 2nd place in an $8,000 scholarship and has been accepted to Yale University from Virginia, Ivy Lynn. And our 1st place winner of the Bob Neff Scholarship in the amount of $12,000 is Kwang Ho from California. We would like to say thank you to the 53 students that attended this year's Youth Congress. Next year, we'll be in Rapid City, South Dakota. If your association would like to host the Youth Awareness Congress, please come to the workshop and find out more information on hosting this great program. Tommy Moose is the best foundation for our growing Heart of the Community program. Does your lodge or association have a Tommy Moose costume to use in a community-wide event? What a great way to embrace our community and share this incredible things we do as Moose. This past year, lodges and chapters donated 19,824 Tommy Moose plush dolls. The number of Tommy Moose coloring books shared with the children totaled 16,675. There were 51,000 bookmarks given to local libraries and schools, and we also handed out 27,300 Halloween bags for young trick-or-treaters. What a great year for Tommy Moose. Finally, regarding the Moose travels, this past year, boy, did we have a great time with the Moose Cruise on the Royal Caribbean ship, Wonders of the Sea. Everyone enjoyed the cruise by the pictures I saw and so much more than others. This year, we will be going to Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel, September 29th through October 5th. Then, in 2025, our cruise will be in Alaska. Watch for details that will be coming out soon. Now, this last cruise was one of the greatest cruises for me. Not only did we get to have a great time with other Moose members, but this one was Grumpy approved. May he rest in peace. This concludes the report of activities, Heart of the Community, and I leave you with this thought to ponder. If your lodge is going to embrace your community, then your lodge should be the heart of the community. Thank you. God bless Moose Heart, Moose Haven, and God bless you, the members of the Moose.
Well, Hans and Franz, gave me a message just a little bit ago. They got some more of the growth hormone, so they want to see you afterwards. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Will. I will entertain a motion to accept the report of the coordinator of Heart of the Community, Activities, and Sports.
My name is Hillary Yeaman, the administrator at the Richmond Moose Lodge in Richmond, Michigan, 2575. I'd like to make a motion to accept the report from the Heart of the Community.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Yes, Gilbert Hernandez, Almani Lodge, 1097, past governor, current president. I second that.
You've heard the motion and the second. All in favor, a vote by the sign of the order. All opposed? So carried. Now it's what we've all been waiting for. Let's hear about our 2023-2024 Premier Lodge Award and those lodges having earned this distinction. Let's call to the podium the Director of Membership, Mike Rios.
Woo! Good morning. Before I get started, I'm going off script. Hold the teleprompter. Yesterday, that thing moved quick. You saw something up on the screen, but I'd like to apologize. And to the Kentucky Moose Association, they came in third as far as the top association, so give them a big hand of applause, and please accept my apologies. The Premier Lodge Award is the most sought-after award for every Moose Lodge. It's the highest honor a lodge can earn and requires hard work and dedication. Today I can tell you that 620 lodges can be very proud of this accomplishment, and of these 620, 38 lodges have earned this award for the first time in its inception 16 years ago. These numbers, yeah, go ahead, that's good. These numbers represent an increase of 73 recipients from last year. 18 have qualified for the 12th year. No lodge has earned this award every year since the program began. Criteria for the 2024-2025 Premier Lodge Award remain unchanged and have been provided to all lodges in our official communications. As a reminder, individual donor circle and youth awareness donations are included in the lodge's overall giving total. If the lodge earns the Premier Lodge Award, the lodge president and lodge administrator can qualify for the Leadership Award. To those presidents and administrators who qualified this year, you can be very proud of your job in making your lodge a success. We want to congratulate the 224 presidents and 221 administrators who qualified for the Leadership Award. These numbers increased by 52 presidents and 40 administrators receiving this award last year. Give yourselves a big round of applause for that. We also provided the 2024-2025 Leadership Award criteria to all lodges in our official communications. If qualified, presidents and administrators will receive 100,000 Moose reward points. Congratulations to those lodges announced as Premier Lodge Award recipients this morning. Your distinct Premier Lodge Award plaque for first-time recipients and/or your medallion for repeat recipients will be shipped to your respective association liaison to be presented at your annual association convention, or if necessary, a lodge or district meeting. Now, please be patient with this. There's a lot of lodges to list, so have your cameras ready. If you want to get a picture, we're going to roll through this. So, and our apologies if we don't pronounce it all right, and you can correct us later, but this is the first time for many of you. Congratulations. So I'll be joined in announcing this year's Premier Lodge Award recipients by Chief Executive Officer Scott Hart, Assistant Director of Lodge Development Larry Mead, and Assistant Director of Field Operations Troy King. CEO Hart.
All right, we're proud to announce the names of the lodges earning the 2023-2024 Premier Lodge Awards. Here we go. Farmville, Virginia Lodge, 968. Braden, Florida Lodge, 1880. Seaford, Delaware, 1728. Dade City, Florida, 397. First time qualifier, Wabash, Indiana, 1195. 12th year qualifier, Genesee Valley, Henrietta, New York, 2290. Lake Havasu City, Arizona, 2269. Zanesville, Ohio, 867. Lincoln County, Missouri, 2599. 14th year qualifier, Surfside Beach, South Carolina, 2351. Brooksville, Florida, 1676. First time qualifier, Parma, Ohio, 1744. Davie, Florida, 1798. Grand Junction, Colorado, 270. South Lake County, Florida, 1615. Crawfordsville, Indiana, Lodge 6. 12th year qualifier, Titusville, Pennsylvania, Lodge 84. Beech Grove, Indiana, 1883. Canton, Georgia, 2129. South County Deal, Maryland, 2279. Gailton, Pennsylvania, 826. East Portland, Oregon, 1891. Dover, Ohio, 707. 11th year qualifier, Garden Grove, California, 620. First time qualifier, Red Rock, Nevada, 252. Lindenwold, New Jersey, 548. Dinwiddie, Virginia, 1993. Portland, Maine, 1310. Hilliard, Ohio, 2236. First time qualifier, St. Johnsbury, Vermont, 1779. Edwardsville, Illinois, 1561. First time qualifier, St. Charles, Minnesota, 1114. Grayson County, Kentucky, 2453. Sutton, West Virginia, 825. Rock Hill, South Carolina, 1720. New Garden, North Carolina, 1884. Stevens City, Virginia, 2483. Gold Beach, Oregon, 2101. Sabina, Ohio, 1244. First time qualifier, Lower Niagara, New York, 584. Richwood, West Virginia, 1770. Rutland, Vermont, 1122. East Palatine, Ohio, 467. First time qualifier, Dixon, North Dakota, 2728. Paso Robles, California, 243. Charlestown, West Virginia, 948. Shelbyville, Illinois, 1294. Aurora, Indiana, 1464. Bardstown, Kentucky, 2408. 15th year qualifier, Venice, Florida, 1308. Santa Barbara, California, 605. Oil City, Pennsylvania, 78. Havelock, North Carolina, 1797. Okeechobee, Florida, 1753. Antler Lodge, Virginia, 2726. First time qualifier, Bellingham, Washington, 493. Middlesex, Virginia, 2401. Dixon, Tennessee, 2035. Willard, Firelands, Ohio, 2153. Alva, Oklahoma, 2100. Cleveland County, Oklahoma, 2725. First time qualifier, Jeffersontown, Kentucky, 2127. Morris, Illinois, 967. Carpentersville, Illinois, 1958. Sebastian River, Florida, 1767. Blue Ridge, Virginia, 2135. North Hillsborough, Florida, 1741. 11th year qualifier, Portsmouth, Virginia, 898. Key Largo, Florida, 2287. Tamarack, Florida, 2267. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 862. 15th year qualifier, West Boca Raton, Florida, 204. 11th year qualifier, Hopewell, Virginia, 1472. Fulton, New York, 1280. Pahrump, Nevada, 808. Greater Durham, North Carolina, 2045. Hutchinson, Kansas, 982. 13th year qualifier, Rockingham, North Carolina, 1838. Sellersville, Pennsylvania, 1539. Cumberland, Virginia, 271. Union, Missouri, 1745. Troy, Ohio, 2695. 11th year qualifier, Washington County, Virginia, 1966. La Crosse, Wisconsin, 1920. Colonial Heights, Virginia, 1783. 11th year qualifier, Lewisburg, North Carolina, 2256. Overland, Missouri, 1948. Mariana, Florida, 1026. Elkton, Maryland, 851. Oroville, California, 519. Slatington, Pennsylvania, 1375. Riverview, Florida, 2158. Painesville, Ohio, 490. First time qualifier, Sheboygan, Michigan, 2314. Coshocton, Ohio, 935. Farmington, Illinois, 1571. Fort Pierce, South Dakota, 1813. Port Huron, Michigan, 158. Lenoir, North Carolina, 385. East Mesa, Arizona, 2082. Springville, New York, 1249. Springdale, Arkansas, 877. Mitchell, South Dakota, 875. Dixonville, Pennsylvania, 833. 11th year qualifier, Ruskin, Florida, 813. Anaheim, California, 1853. Covington, Virginia, 610. Chester, Illinois, 1764. Tracy, California, 2283. Marietta, Ohio, 1823. New Kensington, Pennsylvania, 53. Portage, Pennsylvania, 131. Wayne, Westland, Michigan, 835. Itasca, New York, 666. Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, 1336. First time qualifier, Stockton, California, 391. Nisqually Valley, Washington, 1905. Westchester, California, 1780. Klamath Falls, Oregon, 1106. Temecula Valley, California, 261. Portland, Oregon, 291. Belleville, Swansea, Illinois, 1221. Highlands County, Florida, 2494. 12th year qualifier, Anchorage, Alaska Lodge, 1534. Celery City, Michigan, 2694. Dayton, Ohio, Lodge 73. Spring Hill, Florida, 521. Plymouth, Massachusetts, 2485. Winter Haven, Florida, 1023. Beechview, Pennsylvania, 609. Suffolk, Virginia, 141. Riverhead, New York, 1742. Xenia, Ohio, 1629. Helena, Montana, 639. First time qualifier, Pacific Dunes, Oregon, 2442. Rittman, Ohio, 860. Caloosahatchee, Florida, 2395. Danville, Pennsylvania, 1133. Wheatland, Wyoming, 1636. Tallahassee, Florida, 1075. Paradise, California, 2227. Beach Haven, New Jersey, 1575. Harrisburg, Virginia, 1338. Aurora, Colorado, 1824. Fairborn, Ohio, 1068. 15th year qualifier, Lancaster County, Virginia, 2527. Anderson, Indiana, 150. Roseville, California, 1293. Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, 100. Napoleon, Ohio, 788. Birch Run, Michigan, 2426. Middleburg, Pennsylvania, 1229. Loveland, Colorado, 484. Salina, Ohio, 1473. Tillamook, Oregon, 1260. Crescent City, Florida, 1641. And Bassett, Virginia, 383.
You know, Mr. Hart, I'm sorry. Gary Dowd actually gave me $50 and he said, don't put a break in there, just see if Scott will do them all. So I felt bad, there were so many, so I texted him backstage. I said, I got it. So, all right, here we go. 11th year qualifier, Thompsonville, Connecticut, 1525. Paducah, Kentucky, 285. First time qualifier, Capital City, Wisconsin, 2724. Daytona Beach, Florida, 1263. Tooele, Utah, 2031. Patuxent, Maryland, 2393. 14th year qualifier, Palm Harbor, Florida, 433. Jersey City, New Jersey, 266. New Smyrna Beach, Florida, 1835. 12th year qualifier, Ridgeway, Pennsylvania, 1183. Newport, North Carolina, 2194. Port St. Lucie, Florida, 513. Ogallala, Nebraska, 1624. Barbersville, West Virginia, 2586. Fairfield, California, 861. Sheboygan, Wisconsin, 438. Sunsgrove, Pennsylvania, 1173. 11th year qualifier, Warner Robins, Georgia, 1688. Satellite Beach, Florida, 2367. Seymour, Indiana, 418. 12th year qualifier, Callio, Virginia, 917. Hollies Island, South Carolina, 2628. East Erie, Pennsylvania, 593. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, 2564. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 1526. Hampton, Virginia, 1514. Lewis Rehoboth, Delaware, 646. Adams, Indiana, 1311. Kalispell, Montana, 1922. Lincoln Park, Michigan, 1665. Tuckahoe, Richmond, Virginia, 1163. First time qualifier, Hawthorne, California, 1746. Colonial City, Ohio, 2555. Stafford, Virginia, 2215. Lewiston, Michigan, 2495. Rocky Mount, North Carolina, 938. Delta, California, 1846. Palmetto, Florida, 2117. And Rock Island, Illinois, 190. Independence, Missouri, 2414. First time qualifier, Weston, West Virginia, 1376. Antioch, Illinois, 525. Pine Castle, Florida, 2345. Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, 1191. Thunder Mountain, Arizona, 2475. Dedham, Massachusetts, 189. Bluffton, Indiana, 242. Darlington, South Carolina, 595. Wilmerdine, Pennsylvania, 86. Delaware, Ohio, 1167. Woodstown, New Jersey, 932. Conrad, Montana, 1687. And 12th year qualifier, Raleigh, North Carolina, 1318. Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, 1147. Four Towns, Florida, 655. Mount Vernon, Indiana, 497. Cutbank, Montana, 334. Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, 461. Peninsula, Washington, 2362. Auburn, California, 2264. Logan, Ohio, 873. Bellflower, California, 796. Bloomer, Wisconsin, 1077. First-time qualifier, Lucerne Valley, California, 2096. Mandan, North Dakota, 425. Horseheads, New York, 1476. Malvern, Arkansas, 2365. Shinston, West Virginia, 929. Chehalis, Washington, 1109. Canode, Ohio, 472. Topsail Island, North Carolina, 2061. Santa Cruz, California, 545. Danbury, Connecticut, 1373. 11th year qualifier, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, 1101. Greenfield, Massachusetts, 997. Silver City, New Mexico, 1718. Twin Falls, Idaho, 612. Hayward, Castro Valley, California, 1491. Trumbull, Ohio, 186. Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, 2346. Indiana, Pennsylvania, 174. North Bay, Florida, 2373. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 444. Gloucester, Virginia, 886. Elizabethton, Tennessee, 360. First-time qualifier, Gillette, Wyoming, 1957. Lapeer, Michigan, 2433. Leechburg, Pennsylvania, 102. Petaluma, California, 475. 12th year qualifier, Bound Brook, New Jersey, 988. Nashville, Illinois, 2560. Junction City, Oregon, 2238. First-time qualifier, Oceanside, California, 1325. Sarnia, Ontario, 1046. Ocala Forest, Florida, 2535. First-time qualifier, Lewistown, Montana, 1239. East Heights, New Mexico, 2241. Fredericksburg, Virginia, 1655. Houtzdale, Pennsylvania, 327. Millville, New Jersey, 2488. 13th year qualifier, Holly, Michigan, 1168. Port Jefferson, New York, 1379. Frankfort, Indiana, 7. Big Bear, California, Big Bear, 2085. 11th year qualifier, Enid, Oklahoma, 1740. Mount Jackson, Virginia, 979. Copperas Cove, Texas, 2029. Anna Marie Island, Florida, 2188. First-time qualifier, Kearney Mesa, California, 1852. Ventura, California, 1394. Woodbury, New Jersey, 2585. First-time qualifier, Greenwood, Indiana, 2079. Simi Valley, California, 1902. Waynesboro, Virginia, 1309. Inverness, Florida, 2112. First-time qualifier, Lowell, Indiana, 2437. Grass Flat, Pennsylvania, 941. Beaufort, South Carolina, 1855. Beaufort. Blair, Maryland, 1952. Defiance, Ohio, 2094. Huntington, Indiana, 837. High Point, North Carolina, 693. First-time qualifier, Kannapolis, North Carolina, 1722. Newark, Ohio, 499. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 1959. Medina, Ohio, 647. Killeen, Harker Heights, Texas, 2179. West Marion, Florida, 2356. Vinton, Virginia, 1121. 11th year qualifier, Worthington, Ohio, 1427. Westfield, New York, 118. Springfield, Oregon, 1726. Herndon, Virginia, 2274. Kamosh-Washougal, Washington, 1042. Greeley, Evans, Colorado, 909. First-time qualifier, Kankakee, Illinois, 2721. Aberdeen, South Dakota, 590. Galion, Ohio, 303. Northeast Pennsylvania, 2568. Cheyenne, Wyoming, 257. Did you read these many? Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 1558. Mobridge, South Dakota, 1685. Zephyr Hills, Florida, 2276. 13th year qualifier, Yuba City, California, 1204. Williamsport, Pennsylvania, 145. Tyson the Shores, Florida, 1297. Warwick, Virginia, 1711. Vidalia Lions, Georgia, 1281. Pinyan, New York, 2030. Powhatan, Virginia, 1840. Millerstown, Pennsylvania, 925. Vincennes, Indiana, 281. Lancaster, Ohio, 955. Dover, New Hampshire, 443. And that's me.
All right, to continue, we have first-time qualifier, Grand Blanc, Michigan, 2344. Woodsfield, Ohio, 2247. Uricksville, Ohio, 740. North Jacksonville, Florida, 2134. Henderson, North Carolina, 1412. 16-year qualifier, Gulf Cove, Florida, 2554. Groveport, Ohio, 1245. Melbourne, Florida, 1406. Jackson, Missouri, 2702. Springfield, Vermont, 679. Orlando, Florida, 766. Placerville, California, 1979. Iowa Falls, Iowa, 1331. Trenton, Ohio, 330. Wyoming, Michigan, 763. 13th year qualifier, Bellefontaine, Ohio, 2563. Cloquet, Minnesota, 1274. Westside, Louisiana, 2007. Grants Pass, Merlin, Oregon, 2454. Caro, Michigan, 1049. Gridley, California, 1594. Chatham, Ontario, 1692. Otsego, Michigan, 345. Crown Point, Indiana, 260. East Sussex, Delaware, 2542. Winchester, Indiana, 1977. 12th year qualifier, Inner Bay, Tampa, Florida, 912. Irwin, Tennessee, 939. New Martinsville, West Virginia, 931. Morganton, North Carolina, 193. Stanfield, Oregon, 920. Lake City, Florida, 624. South Norfolk, Virginia, 464. Canton, North Carolina, 515. La Habra, California, 1858. Gas City, Indiana, 1778. Dearborn Heights, Michigan, 1795. 11th year qualifier, Muskego, Wisconsin, 1057. Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts, 1849. Hobart, Indiana, 783. Kaiser, West Virginia, 662. Eureka, California, 636. 12th year qualifier, Racine, Wisconsin, 437. Woodward, Oklahoma, 452. Urbana, Ohio, 1215. Rice Lake, Wisconsin, 402. Panama City, Florida, 1389. Greensboro, North Carolina, 685. Upper Sandusky, 1093 in Ohio. Slidell, Louisiana, 2038. Scott County, Indiana, 2324. 11th year qualifier, North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, 1781. Lexington, Ohio, 2511. Front Royal, Virginia, 829. Capital City, Iowa, 2589. Las Vegas, Nevada, 2723. Alamogordo, New Mexico, 2016. 11th year qualifier, Old Bridge, New Jersey, 485. Bradenton, Florida, 1223. Mira Mesa, California, 2108. Tappahannock, Warsaw, Virginia, 2133. Scottsdale, Pennsylvania, 194. Sarasota, Florida, 1319. Torrance, California, 785. Proctor, Minnesota, 1302. 13th year qualifier, Smyrna, Clayton, Delaware, 2046. Lehigh Acres, Florida, 2266. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 645. Grand Rapids, Sparta, Michigan, 50. Silver Springs, Florida, 1199. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 299. Whitefish, Montana, 642. Jackson, New Jersey, 1459. Dunkirk, Indiana, 1352. Altoona, Pennsylvania, 74. Lynchburg, South Virginia, 1727. Kansas City, Missouri, 10. First-time qualifier, Michigan City, Indiana, 980. Odessa, Texas, 1701. Swansboro, North Carolina, 1425. Nassau, Florida, 2352. 12th year qualifier, Alta Vista, Virginia, 1433. Kenosha, Wisconsin, 286. Sydney, Montana, 856. Land O'Lakes, Florida, 1903. First time qualifier, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, 731. Lake Placid, Florida, 2374. Owego, New York, 1595. South St. Paul, Minnesota, 1088. Asheville, North Carolina, 781. Logansport, Indiana, 232. 13th year qualifier, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, 2193. Billerica, Massachusetts, 2648. Centerville, Virginia, 2168. Clinton, Iowa, 363. Verona, Pennsylvania, 250. Chesterfield, Virginia, 1980. Mechanicsville, Maryland, 495. Arcadia, Florida, 1327. Monroe, Michigan, 884. Colstrip, Montana, 2190. 12th year qualifier, Sylvania, Ohio, 1579. Newton, New Jersey, 432. Lexington, Tennessee, 2091. Ypsilanti, Michigan, 782. Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, 918. 13th year qualifier, Dunellen, Florida, 2308. Morgan County, Colorado, 1857. Finleyville, Pennsylvania, 172. Delton, Michigan, 1649. Pompano Beach, Florida, 2157. Wood River, Illinois, 1349. Wilson, North Carolina, 989. Rapid City, South Dakota, 1137. Freeport, Illinois, 162. Montesano, Washington, 1210. 11th year qualifier, Mooseheart, Illinois, 2655. Somerville, Tennessee, 2206. Coldwater, Michigan, 677. 12th year qualifier, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1517. Big Pine Key, Florida, 1585. First time qualifier, DeLand, Florida, 1126. Rancho Cordova, California, 2357. Richmond, Indiana, 167. Ashland, Kentucky, 892. Spencer, Iowa, 496. Stockdale, California, 2178. 11th year qualifier, Franconia, Virginia, 1076. Sedalia, Missouri, 1494. Burlington, Vermont, 1618. 13th year qualifier, Wilsonville, Oregon, 1598. Two Harbors, Minnesota, 1463. Manassas, Virginia, 1380. Charlotte, Michigan, 2565. Montrose, Virginia, 2333. First time qualifier, Watertown, Wisconsin, 830. Caroline County, Virginia, 2610. Lafferty, Ohio, 1462. Lima, Ohio, 199. Oshawa, Ontario, 2132. Fort Mill, South Carolina, 1240. Ionia, Michigan, 998. Arizona City, 1038. First time qualifier, Haines City, Florida, 2083. Louisa County, Virginia, 2065. Finley, Washington, 2681. Henderson, Kentucky, 732. 12th year qualifier, Pasadena, Texas, 1721. Susquehanna, Pennsylvania, 794. Tell City, Indiana, 1424. Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, 1483.
I got the next 300. Thank you. 50th year qualifier, Inglewood, Florida, 1933. China Lake, California, 258. El Centro, California, 1033. Grand Prairie, Texas, 1818. Las Cruces, New Mexico, 2081. 11th year qualifier, Boone, Iowa, 104. Meridian, Mississippi, 1628. Newcastle, Delaware, 1578. Marietta, Wisconsin, 2327. Sunbury, Pennsylvania, 181. Newton, Iowa, 923. 12th year qualifier, Fort Pierce, Florida, 248. Kingman, Arizona, 1704. Calmont Ridge, Indiana, 1258. Shelby, Tennessee, 2197. St. Petersburg, Florida, 1145. Mount Holly, New Jersey, 737. Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, 59. 12th year qualifier, Williamsburg, Virginia, 757. Covington, Kentucky, 1469. Denver, Colorado, 21. Johnstown, New York, 1185. Export, Pennsylvania, 234. Mattoon, Illinois, 803. Barbertown, Ohio, 759. 12th year qualifier, Sanford, Florida, 1851. Redmond, Oregon, 323. Fredericksburg, Maryland, 371. Middletown, Ohio, 501. First time qualifier, Victor Valley, California, 1808. South Greenville, South Carolina, 749. Smyrna, Oakdale, Georgia, 1917. Cortland, Ohio, 1012. Wilbur, Pennsylvania, 349. 13th year qualifier, Orderville, Minnesota, 407. Clarence, Pennsylvania, 1565. First time qualifier, Brom, Minnesota, 1544. Piston, Pennsylvania, 1207. Lowell, Ohio, 2382. Brazil, Indiana, 780. Manteca, California, 1815. Minnesota, Michigan, 2254. Lexington, North Carolina, 317. Manchester, Virginia, 699. 14-year qualifier, Winder, Georgia, 262. Bonaparte, California, 1945. Pinkerton, Ohio, 2321. Hamilton, Ontario, 1142. Fresno, California, 445. Grayling, Michigan, 1162. Mahone, Wisconsin, 1584. Reisterstown, Maryland, 1577. 11th year qualifier, Lacey, New Jersey, 1907. Griffin, Georgia, 1503. LaBelle, Florida, 2398. Carlisle, Pennsylvania, 761. Waynesville, North Carolina, 1733. Naples, Florida, 1782. Newcastle, Pennsylvania, 51. Shelby, Ohio, 422. Wilmington, North Carolina, 343. Leisure City, Florida, 258. Columbus, Indiana, 398. Beckley, West Virginia, 1606. Bell, New Mexico, 1680. 16th year qualifier, Verona, Virginia, 2172. St. Helens, Oregon, 591. Wellsburg, West Virginia, 1564. Lowell, Michigan, 809. Whew, gotta take a break. Arkansas Pass, Texas, 2063. Batavia, Illinois, 682. Cocoa, Florida, 1717. Gowanna, New York, 1382. Chickens Rock, Pennsylvania, 307. Pensacola, Florida, 557. The Dells, Oregon, 2075. Woodstock, Illinois, 1329. First time qualifier, Madison City, Iowa, 1328. Effingham, Illinois, 502. First time qualifier, Orillia, Ontario, 1217. Louisville, Kentucky, 5. Nanny Glow, Pennsylvania, 207. Bismarck, Dakota, 302. First time qualifier, Fraser Park, California, 2364. Raynell, West Virginia, 1647. Clifton, New Jersey, 657. Hammond, Indiana, 570. Morrisville, North Carolina, 2012. Findlay, Ohio, 698. 11th year qualifier, Greenville, North Carolina, 885. Woodbridge, Virginia, 583. Caseyville, Illinois, 4. South Lyon, Michigan, 2685. Annapolis, Maryland, 296. Romney, West Virginia, 1371. Leesburg, Virginia, 1041. Lowell, Massachusetts, 1018. Melford, Oregon, 178. County Line, Florida, 2427. Franklin, West Virginia, 6769. 13-year qualifier, Northport, Florida, 6764. Bristol, Ohio, 1102. Spencer, North Carolina, 2019. Shelbyville, Kentucky, 1715. Longmount, California, 1548. Gulfgate, Florida, 608. Merritt Island, Florida, 2073. Alberta Lake, Minnesota, 1703. Ebbets Pass, California, 1123. Jasper, Indiana, 1175. Sanford, Michigan, 2519. Great Falls, Montana, 532. First-time qualifier, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 120. Ames, Iowa, 520. Woodhaven, Michigan, 966. Lynchburg, Virginia, 715. Plymouth, Indiana, 741. First-time qualifier, St. Catharines, Ontario, 936. Stillwater, Oklahoma, 2089. La Pine, Oregon, 2093. Bucks, Pennsylvania, 1169. Kissimmee, Florida, 2056. Fort Williams, Ontario, 844. Yuma, Arizona, 1627. Oak Falls, Illinois, 2608. Edson, New Jersey, 1978. Wildwood, New Jersey, 585. Lake Wales, Florida, 2391. Lockport, Illinois, 1557. Charleston, Indiana, 1623. Texarkana, Texas, 2282. 12th year qualifier, Punta Gorda, Florida, 1693. Downers Grove, Illinois, 1535. Rifle, California, 1345. Indian Lake, Ohio, 1533. Salem, Virginia, 2573. Holland, Michigan, 1116. 11th year qualifier, Harrison, Ohio, 2633. Elk Glen, Pennsylvania, 746. Below Falls, Vermont, 527. Lodi, California, 634. St. Cloud, Minnesota, 1400. Missoula, Montana, 556. Newport News, New Hampshire, 1236. Quincy, Florida, 2672. South Haven, Michigan, 697. Harrisburg, New York, 992. Madison, Indiana, 765. Moscow, Idaho, 871. First-time qualifier, Grant City, Illinois, 272. Richmond, Virginia, 1947. Mint Canyon, California, 2173. Indy Head, Maryland, 1712. West Bend, Wisconsin, 1398. Portage, Indiana, 1900. Ocala, Florida, 2510. Roxborough, North Carolina, 2005. And Livonia, Michigan, 1317.
So, have you ever made a plan and it didn't work out quite the way you wanted it to? Well, if we mispronounced your name or your number or anything, please know that it doesn't diminish the award at all. And I'll just go back on script if y'all go back down on that. But so next year, I think we're going to get the regional managers out here and do all this instead of us and delegate it, because they should be able to pronounce it a little bit better than we do. So, if your lodge is not among the 620 Premier Lodge Award recipients announced today, and you feel that the lodge should have qualified to receive this award, you may request by email to have the lodge's award eligibility reviewed. A request for review must be received on or before Friday, August the 2nd, 2024. If your lodge did earn the award and you were not listed as earning the Leadership Award, you must have the decision reviewed. Appeals should be sent to the Membership Operations Coordinator Brian Shimmick in the Membership Department at bshimmick@mooseintl.org. Requests for review must be sent from the Lodge's official mooseunits.org email address, and a response will be made only to that email address. All requests for review of Premier Lodge Award eligibility must accompany supporting documentation. Please remember that not obtaining +1 in membership is non-negotiable. Congratulations to all of the lodges who received this most prestigious award. I know you're very proud of your lodge, and we join you in celebrating your success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to those lodges earning this distinctive award. If you are a lodge officer, we ask that you commit yourself to earning this award by being a Premier Lodge in 2025. The Heart of the Community Project will be for Grace at the Green Light in New Orleans, an organization that provides aid and goods to the unhoused of New Orleans. Please join us in helping pack personal health care bags tomorrow, Saturday, July 27th at 1 p.m. in Hall B1 of the Convention Center. The Moose Fun Night 25 Club Party is scheduled for Saturday, July 27th as well, right here in the Great Hall. As a reminder, the doors open at 7:15 and the show begins at 8 p.m. If you qualified for the 25 Club Party or purchased tickets in advance, you only need to have your credentials scanned at the door for access. Enjoy a night of entertainment from magician David Williamson and incredible comedy featuring Billy Gardell from the famous sitcom Mike and Molly. There is still time to purchase tickets today at the registration booth. If you are attending the League of Guardians event on Saturday, it will be held here at the Convention Center, Hall B2, starting at 5:30 p.m. A cash bar and hors d'oeuvres will be available. Transportation will be provided starting at 4 p.m. The Moose Charities gift store, registration, and displays will all close at 1:30 p.m. today. Also, we will start the Pilgrim Luncheon at 12:15 p.m., a delay of 15 minutes. Now, we will have the Moose Charities March of Checks. I call upon Executive Director Pam Amundsen to lead us in this celebrating of giving.
Sorry about that.
You want me to hand and you read, or you want to hand and I read?
Oh, if you want to read, that's fine with me.
Okay, you want to say?
Okay. All right, we're going to get started with our March of Checks. I will say, I'm going to tell how much we raised at the end, and it's a very impressive amount. So please stick around and appreciate all the donors and all the efforts that it took to make these donations. Thank you. Okay. Let's get started. I know, it's okay. There's lots
We need the
of
rule.
raise
Come on in. Send them up. Miss Donna, here we go.
All right, Donna.
All right. First up, Lodi Lodge 634, $316.60 for the endowment. Lodi Lodge 634, $316.66. Youth Awareness, Lodi Lodge 634, $316.66 for the AAA project. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All righty. Fresno Lodge 445, $1,000, AAA project. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you. Tallahassee Lodge. Florida, did you leave the house? I guess they did. $1,000 AAA project. Thank you. Oh, hi, Mrs. Hart. Moose Hart Chapter 3001, $500 AAA project. Thank you, Mrs. Hart Jr. I appreciate it. Morning, brother. How you been? Hopewell 1472. Get ready. Hang on to your seat. $8,400 for the Moose Haven Shuffleboard. $26,000 for Moose Hart tables and chairs. Way to go, Hopewell. Oh, we try. Thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Good seeing you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Key Largo, $500 AAA project. Thank you, young lady. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Richmond East, Moose Lodge, 1947, $500. Chromebooks for Moose Hart and $500 for the Moose Haven AAA project. Thank you. Louisa, Virginia, $1,000 AAA project. Manchester, Virginia. I was there.
Yes, you were.
$5,000 for the endowment fund. Woo! That's what we're talking about. Let's go. Knoxville, Tennessee, the Moose Legion, $1,000 for the Moose Legion President's Project. Fort Walton Beach, $5,000 AAA and Moose Hart, $2,500 each. Thank you. How you doing, brother?
All right.
Long time no see. Yeah, I remember. Zephyrus Hills, 276, $5,000 for the AAA project. We're just moving right along here, which we need to be doing. Florida Moose Association from the past presidents, $5,000 AAA project. Yeah, man. Winber Lodge 262, $600, $300 AAA, $300 endowment fund. Greeley Evans, $500 for the endowment fund. Tallahassee chapter, $250 to Moose Hart and $250 to Moose Haven. Okay. This is from the Women of the Moose from Hayward, Castro Valley. $500 to the physical therapy and the vision and dental, Moose Haven Pharmacy. Thank you very much. Oh, I got to put that on another pile. Dina. Who's Dina? Hayward Castro Moose Lodge, this time $500 indoor shuffleboard for the AAA Recreation Center. Thank you very much. Hey, she's got my bobblehead on her. Got a bobblehead. Freddie Stamper, Miami Lodge 1645, $500 AAA and $500 endowment fund. Thank you, brother. South Lake Lodge 1615, $250. Moose Hart, $250. Moose Haven, $250 AAA project. Thank you, my brother. Hello, South Lake County Women of the Moose. Total of $500, $200 for Moose Hart, $200 for the AAA, and $100 for Association Project. Thank you very much. Lake City, $1,500 total, $500 endowment, $500 youth awareness, and $500 AAA project. Thank you. Lexington Lodge, Jeffrey Clark, you're presenting. Good job, brother. $1,500 endowment, $2,000 for the VMA van, and $1,500 for Moose Haven. Thank you, Lexington Lodge. Thank you, brother. Leesburg, Virginia, $1,500 to Moose Hart. Hey, I'm on my bad side. Don't take any of me, all right? I'll read it a while. Northport Women of the Moose. We have $150 at AAA project. Salina. I know them folks. They're a great bunch of people. Get this one. Hang on to your hat. $10,000 to the AAA project. Thank you. Good job. Palmetto Moose Lodge, $1,225 AAA project. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Lynchburg, Virginia Lodge, 1715. $15,000 for Moose Haven. Thank you, brother. Hi, Joe. Past Supreme Governor Joe Coons presented for Danville Lodge, $500 for the AAA project. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Danville. Hey, you won the thing? The Premier Lodge? Oh, yeah. We're good? We're golden. Is that Havelock? Havelock Lodge, 1797, $200 AAA, $200 endowment, $200 to the North Carolina home. Thank you very much. Up. Englewood. Where's that at? Where's Englewood? There we go. $11,046 for the AAA project. Go Englewood.
$1 for every member we have.
$1 for every member they have on the roll. Isn't that something? Clifton Lodge. Where's that at? Oh, that's in Jersey. We got a guy. $600 for the endowment fund. Oh, we got a lot of people here. I'll miss the Pilgrim luncheon, but that's okay. Look at them. They ran over. Lodi chapter. Lodi, California or Lodi, New Jersey?
New Jersey.
That's my Moose Lodge. $500 for Moose Heart. You probably didn't know that. Thank you. Boundbrook. I know that's Jersey. $500 for the endowment. We got the Jersey lining up. Thank you very much. Manassas Lodge, $500 for Moose Haven bus. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? Good.
Virginia. Yes, ma'am. Virginia.
Herndon. Oh, it's Virginia. $2,500 youth awareness. $2,500 for the VMA Moose Haven bus project. Thank you. Helena, Montana chapter. 906, $250 for the Grand Region project and $250 for the AAA project.
Mandarin.
Okay. Mandarin Lodge 42, $2,000, $1,250 AAA and $750 for Emergency Relief Fund. Great job. Seminole, Moose Legion 81, $418 youth awareness, $1,206 for the Moose Legion special projects, and $324 student trips to Moose Haven. Great job. Pensacola, Florida, $1,000 for the endowment fund. Thank you, brother. Orange Blossom, Moose Legion 125, $1,000 for the endowment fund. We got Florida. We're on a roll with Florida. Florida, you still here? Oh, you're all up here. Largo, $500 for the AAA project. Worthington, Ohio, $1,000 for the AAA project. Thank you. Somerville Lodge 2206, $100 for the AAA project. Central Michigan Moose Legion 177, $250 for the student trips, $300 for the President's project. Thank you, brother. Pismo Beach, California, $1,000, $250 to the President's project, $250 Youth Awareness, $250 Endowment, $250 for Camp Ross. Is this one? Okay. Springfield Lodge 1726, $500 for the Endowment Fund. Springfield Moose Legion, $500, AAA project. Thank you. Okay. Total of $2,000 from Punta Corda Lodge, $1,000 for the Grace at the Green Light, and $1,000 for AAA project. All clear, $500, AAA project. Milton, New Hampshire, $1,298. $2,000, $750 to Moose Haven, $750 to the New England Home, and $500 to the Endowment Fund. Thank you, New Hampshire. Women of the Moose, Chapter 1544 from Merritt Island, $100 to the AAA project. Thank you. They're ganging up on me here. Florida's ganging up on me. Okay. Sarasota, Chapter 1968, $500 to the AAA project in memory of Floyd McPherson. Great job. Sarasota, Chapter, another one, $500 to the Endowment Fund. Arlington, Virginia, $2,000 for Moose Haven's van and Moose Heart operations. Hey, I know you. Do I know you? Thank you, Bill. North Jersey Moose Legion 2, proud member of them. $600 for the special project of the Moose Legion. He keeps getting the wrong side of me. South Lake Mulberry Lodge, $200 for the AAA project. Thank you. I don't want mine. I don't want Megan? Feels pretty heavy. I just hope it don't bounce. No, it's good. It's thick. Tuckahoe, Richmond. That's the lodge, right? 1163. Here we go. Hang on. $27,250 to the AAA project. But wait, there's more. Tuckahoe, Richmond, 1163. $27,250 to Moose Heart. God Almighty, God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, we're doing all right here. Hi, Faye. Greenwood, Indiana, Moose Lodge 2017, $500 for the AAA project. Oh, okay. They made a separate donation to the Grace of Green. Rifles in the house. $500 for the Endowment Fund. Thank you, Rifle. Good seeing you again. Wacalla County, Moose, Florida, 2510. $2,000. $1,000 AAA, $500 endowment, and $500 for youth awareness. Oh yeah, we are in Jersey. That's a Jersey girl. Beach Haven, 1575, $500 to the endowment fund. Here comes another Jersey.
Another Jersey.
That's not Jersey, I know that. Lindenwold Lodge 548, $500 for the endowment fund. Thank you very much, Lee. Oh, hi, Faye.
Hi. How are you?
Shreveport, Louisiana Lodge 2239, $500 to the endowment and Moose Heart.
Thank you.
You doing all right so far?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Hayes, Pennsylvania, 1436, $700 to be divided between the endowment fund, Moose Heart, Cradle Fund, and Moose Haven Rocker Fund. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Loveland, Colorado, 484, $800 AAA project. Wyoming, Michigan, Chapter 1669, $750 to the Moose Haven Capital Project, which we know AAA. Woo!
Alamogordo Lodge 2016.
Alamogordo, New Mexico. Yes, sir. Gotta love you. $1,000 for the endowment fund. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Here we go.
Here we are. This one you better hang on for. We just so happened to get it yesterday. They didn't trust us getting it to the bank. Anna Marie Island, 2188, $50,000 to the AAA project. Good job, brother. Woo! Yeah, man. We're going to team up. We're going to be a tag team on this. Racine Moose, $500 for the AAA project. Racine, Chapter 631, $500 to the AAA project. Thank you.
Lodge and our chapter. Lodge and chapter, Naples.
All right.
Are you all together? Yeah, we are.
Naples Lodge, 1782, $2,000, $5,000 endowment, $5,000 youth awareness. Yeah, $500. I got the thousands in my head. $500 AAA project, $500 to the music department. Thank you very much. Naples chapter, $1,000 for Moose Heart, for the New Child Right Start. We're going to Texas. We're going to Lone Star. How are you, brother? Yeah, I do hate the Cowboys, and they know it. $1,000 to the endowment fund.
Michigan. We're going back to Michigan. All right.
We're going to Michigan. Sheboygan, 2314, $500 AAA project. Wild and wonderful West Virginia. Woohoo! Charlestown, Moose 948, $2,000 to the AAA project, and $1,000 to Moose Heart. Am I doing okay?
You're doing great.
Fired. No, I thought I was going to be fired. How you doing, Brother Chairman? We ain't going to get it.
It's Washington.
Peninsula, Washington, 2362, $500 AAA project. Thank you. Virginia. Vienna Lodge, 250 Moose Heart, 250 AAA. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What does that say? Lloydminster, Alberta, Chapter 1860, $750 for Moose Heart. Thank you very much. Eureka, California, $1,000, 200 the Moose Heart Youth Trip, 200 Youth Awareness, 200 Scholarship, 200 AAA. Thank you very much. They must have struck gold, I guess.
Every year. Columbus.
Columbus Lodge 11, $500 AAA project. Thank you very much. Michigan City, Indiana, $1,236, 1036 AAA, 100 endowment, 100 youth awareness. Back to Florida. Brandon, Florida, $10,000. 4,000 to the endowment, 1,000 youth awareness, 2,000 to the AAA, 500 to the patient lift, and 500 for the student Chromebooks. Thank you so much. What, yeah, okay. Tuscaloosa.
We're in Alabama now.
Oh, Alabama. $500 in memory of Floyd McPherson to the AAA project. Thank you. Still in Alabama, Tuscaloosa County Lodge 804, $500 for the endowment fund. And by the way, I am having fun. I hope you all are too. North Hudson, New Jersey, Chapter 810, $500 to the AAA project. Thank you, Jersey. I'm coming to see you in October.
Oh, God.
Don't regret it. I know you will. We'll all never be the same. North Hudson. That's New Jersey. $500 AAA project. Thank you, brother. Up DeKalb, Illinois. 586, $500 AAA project. Good to go. Thank you.
Oh, Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin, Moose Family Center, $430, $500 to the endowment fund.
Palaka.
All right. Palaca, Florida. Women of the Moose, Chapter 1915, $500 to the AAA project. California Nevada Moose Association's District Number 12, $800 to the AAA project. Stockdale, 2178, $1,000 to the AAA project. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Mount Holly, New Jersey, $500 Moose Heart, $500 Moose Haven. Thank you. I remember Mountain Home, Arkansas. Mountain Home, Arkansas, 1953. $2,025 to Moose Heart. Great job. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Harrington, Delaware, 534. $500 for the endowment, Moose Heart, Moose Haven, Maryland, Delaware, D.C. house. Thank you very much. Las Cruces Lodge 2081, $1,000 to Moose Heart. Placerville 1979, $500 for the endowment fund. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
There we go. More California.
Oh my.
Go California.
Go Roddy, go. Go Roddy, go. California Nevada Moose Association, $2,719.60 for the endowment fund from mid-year. California Nevada Moose Association, $2,500 AAA. California Nevada, $2,500 to the President's Project. More California, Oceanside, California, $500 AAA, $500 for the President's Project. Thank you very much. Roseville, Moose Lodge, $1,293, $500 for the AAA. Hey, that's chairman, baby. Yes, so am I. But we never quit. We never quit. Tracy, California, $500 to the AAA project. There you go. We'll put them right in there.
You know what?
Where did Daryl go? I can't even see. Do you see? I don't see Daryl. Did Daryl go? Oh, he had to leave. Daryl had to leave. Hopefully I got a good camera. Millerstown. That's in Pennsylvania. Just so happens to be in Pennsylvania, 925. $7,500 to the endowment fund. Who says Pennsylvania don't do much of nothing? The CEO wouldn't even introduce it. I took care of business, didn't I, today? I took care of business. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I took care of this morning. You see that?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, I'll save you all seats. I should have one. We should both have one. I'm good. I'm good. All right. Thank you so much. See you back home. Thank you so much. We'll see you next month back home. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Sonoma Valley Moose Lodge 2048, $500 to the AAA project. Johnny boy. Lose Rehoboth Moose Lodge 600, $1,000 Moose Haven AAA. Lose Rehoboth Moose Lodge, $1,000 to Moose Heart Child City and Schools. Awesome. You can do better than that, can't you? Look at, hey, how do you like this shirt?
Nice.
Hey, Johnny, how do you like me now? Woo! Williamsport Lodge, $145. $750 to the scholarship, $1,500 to the endowment fund, plus $250 for Dress to Success, $500 to the AAA project, and $1,500 to the endowment fund. God almighty, thank you, fellas. You're the man, Johnny.
Okay, here we go. We're back in California. There's this whole world of California, then it went to a different state. We're back. Back in California.
Which is the... Okay, good, it just has a number. Richmond, California, $300 for the Moose Heart. Just says Moose Heart contribution. Good enough, we'll take it, thank you. We'll put it where we need it. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Dun, 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 dun. Denver. Is that the Colorado Denver? The Colorado Denver. Chapter 754, $500 for the AAA project. Thank you very much. Hi, how are you? Women of the Moose, Longmont, California, $2,500 to the Moose Heart Housing. Good job. Denver, Colorado, $500 for the AAA project. Woo! Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Folsom Lodge.
Folsom Moose Lodge, $500 to the AAA project. Thank you so much.
I'm good. And we're in Big Bear.
Big Bear, California. I said they probably serve big beers there. $1,000 to the AAA project. Thank you so very much. Pawleys Island. $250 at AAA, $250 for the Grand Regions Project in memory of Floyd McPherson. Thank you, brother. Back to Florida. Newport Richey, Chapter 925, $100 for the Endowment Fund. Paul Calkins, $500 for the Donor Circle. Thank you so much. In memory of Beth Calkins. We have Clear Lake Oaks, Moose Lodge, $950 endowment raised from the car show in memory of, was that Braidlin Walker? Braidlin Walker, thank you so much. He's a 3-year-old with leukemia. And then I have another $100 check for the President's Project. Sealands Grove, that's Pennsylvania, by the way. $500 to Mooseheart. Hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. See the light at the end of the tunnel?
You already give
Oh, well, that's good. I don't need any more praying. I'm overwhelmed with prayer. But I need a lot. I'll wait till later. Dinwiddie, that's in Virginia, 1993.
We were testing to see if you knew.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I was there on a side trip. $500 for a kitchen at Moose Haven and $500 for Mooseheart Furniture. Thank you so much. Thank you. Milford, Delaware, 2316, 125 Youth Awareness, 100 for Mooseheart, $25 endowment, $250 for Moose Haven. Okay, Lemon Grove, 1713 California, $500 for the AAA project. Thank you very much. Thank you, brother. Hi, Mikey. You doing all right, brother? Hampton Moose Lodge, that's in Virginia. $5,000 for the endowment fund. Hey, thanks, Mikey. Hi, Mrs. Billy Bob. East Sussex, $2,500 AAA endowment, Maryland, Delaware, D.C. home, and Grace of Green Light. Thank you very much. Woo-hoo. I'm glad I ain't got to count all this money.
That's right, you do. Hear this conversation.
Covington, Kentucky.
I look up, I look down, I think.
$2,500 to the AAA project. Thank you very much.
Wait, say it again. 25,000.
Oh. 25,000. God, yeah, see, I'm Pennsylvania Dutch, and I'm a dumb Dutchman, and that's why. Thank you so much.
Like a pauper coming up behind these guys.
That's what I said. But it's all good. Don't feel that way.
New York.
Montour Falls, New York. We were there with Ross. $500 for the AAA project. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Okay. Ebbets Pass. That's a very nice lodge. I was there when I was the International Moose Legion president. Yeah, I'm trying. $250 for the AAA, $250 for Youth Awareness. Thank you so much, Ebbets Pass. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Headed back to California, Ranch Cordova, 2357, $500 for the AAA project. Thank you. Uh-oh, save the best for last. Here we go. Woo! Kings County, New York, $500 for the AAA project. that a secret code there?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
That's right. Oh, okay. Gotcha, brother. Thank you.
And there we have it.
And here we have it. Can't get better than this. Anchorage, Alaska, 1534. $5,000 for the Moose Heart operating budget and $5,000 for the AAA project. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Joy bless. $1,500 Oh, okay.
Joy Bliss, $1,500 to the donor circle. Woo! Did you tell them this number?
No, that's okay. It'll get announced tomorrow.
Did Sipes leave?
You know what? I'm going to give the total.
Oh, you're going to adjourn
Scott
it?
can announce it tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
So did you get a running total?
That's
in your
tomorrow.
head?
No, that's it. We have nothing to say.
You get a running total in your head so you can announce it?
No.
Well, we can say the total. Or you want to say the total? I'll say the total. Go ahead.
There's 5 people here. Oh, you want? Go ahead.
Just say it. Scott's going to announce it.
Now, we have received more donations since this total, so we'll have a new total tomorrow. The CEO Hart will announce it tomorrow morning, but as of when we counted earlier, we had $473,458.35. Thank you so very much. God bless you all.
We will now recess this session and will reappear here tomorrow morning for our installation ceremony and closing of the 136th International Moose Convention. You're all free to go.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're all free to go.
Thank you to my board. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All done, John? Hello.